Welcome to Shala. David Bolo, our client today, will be taking 3 measures of diagnostic measurement. I'm waiting for David now. Welcome. He'll be taking samples from the WISC, an IQ test. We'll give him a sentence completion test, and we'll finish with a clinical intake form. David Bullo, you need to come up now. Welcome. I need to preface some things first. I like to protect myself. I am not a licensed therapist. I am not a psychometrist. The tests I give are no longer valid. They're all revised. You can find samples on the internet, hopefully not the current valid test, which would not be appropriate. Again, this is for entertainment, perhaps educational intent. I'll be dealing with our client, David Bullo. I'm still waiting for him. He's not backstage. Let me welcome people in chat. Waiting for David Bolo. Where are you? Sam Hill. Welcome, Brutal Mafia. Conductor of the Truth Train. I wasn't going to go live today. My wife went to a birthday party for her sister. I should have gone. In my first marriage, there were a lot of social events my wife wanted me to go to, and I didn't want to. Hopefully, so here's the same pattern of behavior. I'm in a happy marriage, but my wife does some social events. I don't want to do. Probably should. So I take this opportunity. Oh, here is our client, and I welcome you, David. Nice.
Hey, what's cooking?
First of all, thanks for coming up.
Yeah, can I stream this to my audience?
I'm sorry, what?
Hold on.
No.
Sorry, I got to disconnect from my Bluetooth because people are texting.
Okay. What we want is when you're with a client, I was never a licensed therapist, David. I have 2 master's degrees from good universities, one in education and one in clinical psych. I got both masters, and then I went to put up intern hours. I went to a pre-clinic, and I did therapy as a therapist, but under supervision. That's really important. Under supervision to make it legal. But in practicality, I did such a good job. It was a woman supervisor, hardly ever met with me. What we did was the interns would meet once a week. So I worked at that pre-clinic for about 2.5 months and found out that most clients are not pleasant or positive to work with, right? Like a lot of depressed people. And I said, that was really interesting. I have this training. I have this master's. I have this education. Now I quit because I'm not going to give the rest of my life to dealing with depressed people. So this testing is not professional. It's for entertainment, educational purposes only. I am what I present. And first of all, I need to ask you a couple questions before we begin.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
Hopefully you're comfortable.
Yeah, very comfortable.
There are no wrong answers. All right?
Okay.
So you can relax. So what one has to do is establish rapport. Because if the client, David, does not feel comfortable, he might not give his best answers. And that's what you want because you're testing valid measures. So David Bolo, Mr. Bolo,
Yes.
You understand you can only fake a bad result. You can't fake a good one.
Okay.
You want me to explain that?
Okay, if you want, for the audience.
Well, I don't know. It's not an audience. Let's don't be pretentious.
Okay. All right.
You don't bring the views like, say, Lauren does. But I don't care because I love talking about psychology and
And you love
education. All
talking
right.
to me as well. Right.
So, I mean that if the client is not able to give his best for whatever reason, intentional or not, the score will not be valid.
Okay.
You
So
know what I mean by valid?
this is like 100% truth time, like no joking around. Feel
Well, if you
comfortable with
want a
you.
valid measure, no, we can joke
Okay.
around. We can joke around.
All right.
Just you'll see on the
I
testing.
want. Yeah, I want this to be valid, 100%. So.
Well, it can't really be valid because I'm not qualified. We're not giving you an actual test.
Okay.
But it
Let's
will
try it.
provide. It will provide, I think, some insight. So
Okay.
it's important you do your best.
All right.
So, do you know what valid means, David Buldo?
Like a validation, like a
No.
valid driver's license, like real, like it's validated
Well,
by the state.
valid means does what you're talking about. We're talking about 3 measures of test. I'm going to give you samples of an IQ test. We're going to do a sentence completion test, and then I'll do a general intake form on you. But what was my question? I forget.
Validation. What is validation?
Oh yeah, valid means. Sorry, I'm kind of THC infused.
Oh,
you dig? So valid means does it measure what it says it's going to measure? If you give an IQ test, do you get a measure of IQ, or do you get a measure of animal awareness? You know what I mean?
Okay.
So most of these IQ people say they're high in IQ. Well, you ask them about the tests, and these tests, they quote, are not valid. Let's say, oh, I got it from the New York Times. You can't get a valid measure, a real comprehensive measurement of IQ in an hour.
Yeah, I think I was like, I had done this, and I think I scored really, really low in high school. So, you know,
well,
just preparing you.
Well, let me make those interpretations. Okay. Let me be the smart person here. You be the, well, I won't say dummy, client.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to ask you something before we begin. And we'll start with WISC, Wechsler Intelligence Scale C. I forget, it was comprehensive revised. But I'm going to use true samples of the test, but they're not valid because I got this copy like 10 years ago. So the test would have been revised. I would not give you I won't give you a current test. That would be unethical.
Okay.
Because people could take that and cheat. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You'll see what I mean. So it's not a test currently being used. These measures, they'll be used in a revised form. This is over 10 years old when we talk about the WISC.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
So I'm going to go back to your academic history a little bit. Did you enter 3rd grade in a regular class or in a class with special services right off?
No, it's special services class.
So you entered 3rd grade. You were already from the beginning receiving special services?
Right.
So in the 2nd grade, you would have been tested.
Mm-hmm.
Were you given like, did a reading specialist come in, or were you pulled out for say speech?
I don't really remember. I remember having a conversation with my mother. It was either I get left back, go to summer school, or go into these classes. And
let's presume you were categorized, identified before you finished 2nd grade, because you went to summer school, correct?
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't go to summer school.
But you were told to. You were offered the opportunity.
Right.
So you would have been tested and had an IEP before the end of second grade, or you never would have qualified for summer school.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say sometime in the second grade, typically, so you're in a regular class, and typically the teacher provides a list of kids who may qualify for special services, who have observed, the teacher observed you, probably not doing too well in reading. All right? So, so the school psychologist, typically a school psychologist or a psychometrist, typically a school psychologist goes around each classroom and says, who should I be looking at? Who may be a special ed kind of profile? And your name would have been on the list, and then you would have been pulled. It's not done in one setting. The school psychologist would have come by and pulled you out, gone to her office, and hopefully made you comfortable. And interrupt me, all right? So probably the focus would have been on reading, right? So there's tests she could have given you, like the RAT, WRAT, and the IQ test.
But Sam, you're telling me this like I'm going to remember it in second grade. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not asking you to. I'm explaining the process.
Oh, okay.
Typically, some people say they remember at 2. The social scientists dispute that. They say basically people remember from 5, maybe 4, but not before that. And they call, because I can't remember when I was 2, I think, they call that childhood amnesia. But second grade, there's a good chance he remembered because he would have been pulled and had hours of testing. Okay, so you would have, they would have, or the school psychologist would have tried to make you comfortable because, again, you can fake a high IQ. Let's say your valid IQ is 100. Well, if you fake it, if you don't do your best, or if you're so traumatized, you could get a 50, which wouldn't be valid because we know from a prior test you have an IQ of 100. So you can have a lower score. Do you get the idea?
Yeah, my eyes are glazing over right now just going over this with you. Let's just do the friggin' test.
No, you're not going to tell me how to do this, David Buldo.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to be rude. It's just like, oh.
Well, you're being rude.
Okay, well now I'm starting to feel uncomfortable. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh.
Like so I'm going to tell you something, and then maybe this will make you understand. You talking about this, right? I remember the first day I stepped foot into that room.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna tell you something.
So you do remember.
So I remember in colors, and I remember that room being red.
Yeah.
And it doesn't give me a good feeling. You know what I mean? So.
Okay. Well, I need to make you comfortable, but even if you don't, this is for entertainment. So it's not. It doesn't mean all that much that you're uncomfortable. All right.
Okay.
I want to explain the process. I find it interesting. Let me do it. You're already whining. Stop.
No. I'm sorry. It's just now like, my stomach is getting tight, and like I'm just like.
Okay, well, you quit whining. Come on. Let me do this. Let me have fun with it.
Okay.
And you'll get a measure of insight.
Okay.
Because people say, "Oh, my IQ." Well, this is really educational because most IQ tests people think are not. Oh, I took it from a newspaper. They're basically achievement tests. So these newspaper kind of ones or internet will say, what's the capital of California? That's not a measure of intelligence. That's an achievement test. That means, what do you know? That's not IQ.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
So an IQ test, there's basically 2. Most people in school take the WISC. If one may have the possibility of being gifted, then the Binet should be given. That's the other major one because it has a higher score potential. Some people, when they come on, they say, oh, I got 250. Well, it's bullshit because most tests don't go up that high. The Binet might go up to 200. The WISC, I'm trying to 180. You get the idea?
Yeah.
So you want any questions before we begin?
No.
Can you take a deep breath, please? I'm trying to relax you because you said you're all worked up.
Okay. Now I'm feeling
Okay,
it.
here we go. The educational part is that the kits, the Benet, the whisk, they're not given informally. I got this as part of a program. I had to check it in and check it out. So really only professionals that have these tests. All right. I'm only giving this
Oh
because
my God. Oh my God.
what?
Nothing. Let's just go. Let's just take the test.
No, because people are curious. What do you mean? Oh my God.
I got my boyfriend in here, Brandon Q, watching. I got all these these fans watching. Brain Dead's in here.
Fans. Fans. Okay, let me acknowledge people and hello, send it. Holly Lotus, Daniel Berry, nice to see you. And this is, if you want to learn something about psychology, you should. I do have 2 masters, and we're going to break down David Buldo, who said he's dyslexic. That's a huge deal. That's one of the reasons why you're an intellectual lightweight.
Right. I believe
Because
so.
when you give your opinions, they're all anecdotal. You
Right.
can't really give or provide generally valid research material because you can't read. You're not comfortable reading. Or,
Right. There's the reading comprehension. Yeah.
Yeah. Reading. See, you just told me something different.
Well, I mean, so my comprehension.
Okay, let me do no, I don't want to get to that yet.
Okay. All right.
But I will say, dyslexic is a general term, meaning problems with reading. It does not help the clinician because to help David Bolo, we had to find out what was I was going to say fucking. I'm trying to be more serious. What was interfering with your reading? Now, was it visual perceptual problems like physiological, neurological deficits in your functioning, or was it perceptual, meaning like you have trouble reading? A letter could float in space. Sometimes there's both, but generally there's one. And there's different tests, such as the Frosted test of visual perception. So when David is testing, it's not enough to say, oh, this guy has a reading problem. We know that. We know that. The teacher said that. But as a clinician, we need to help David by breaking it up and saying, oh, he took the Frosted and has a problem with position in space, right? Which means like the letters are where they're supposed to be. So there are remedial techniques, but generally you teach through your strength. So very, very important thing to ask is David stronger auditorily? Does he get most of his information through hearing or visually? That would be so important. Why? And then I'll give you the test. Because if it turns out David is stronger auditorily, then you would teach more with a phonetic method of reading. You know what I mean by phonetic?
No.
So take the word cat. Cat is phonetic. You don't need to memorize. You just need to know how the consonants and sound, right? And the syllable. So you would say ka, at. You hear the 3 sounds?
Yes.
Ka for C, ap for a, short vowel. I meant vowels, not syllables. And then t. And then you blend them together. So you don't even need to memorize the spelling. If you know how to do a phonetic approach, and you see C-A-T, you go k-at, cat, right?
Like phonics.
That's what I'm talking about.
Phonics. Okay, I pictured the word phonics in my head. Yeah, that.
Okay, so if the testing shows that you're stronger auditorily, which I suspect, then you would employ and teach reading through a phonetic approach. But what happens if you're not good auditorily, if you have deficits? How do you teach reading?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
How do you teach reading if you're not good at phonetics?
Yeah.
You're visual.
You teach it through visual memory.
Yeah.
Now, most methods have a predominance. You might be taught auditorily
All
with
we,
some
all we
memory.
notice is about to fall asleep. Jake is in here. He's about to leave. He's saying that.
Let him leave. Stop with this, David. I enjoy the conversation.
Okay,
If I
okay, okay.
wanted news, I wouldn't bring you. I'd bring Lauren.
Thank you, Russell. I think I need to go get another coffee, but go ahead, Sam.
Okay,
Sorry.
if you're going to insult me, I won't do this.
No.
Really?
No.
Don't play this game.
No, I need this.
Well, you might have some insight of what happened to you.
Well,
Maybe you weren't
the
taught
other
well.
thing is, Sam, the other thing is, like, I want you to be 100% confident that I'm not lying to you about this.
Well, I can't be, but it would be to your credit. Why would you lie about this?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Like, I never heard anyone
do you
being
have
like,
any
"Oh my God, I'm
questions?
just bragging."
Do you have any questions before we begin?
No. I just want to kind of get this over with. Not like get this over with.
No,
but
I
like,
don't want that. That's not the proper attitude. So we might have to cancel this
oh no,
because we don't have a proper attitude.
no. All right,
No,
let me
really.
take. All right, wait. All right, how about this? Can we take a quick break?
No.
Okay. Let me have another sip of coffee. Hold on. No.
I'll have the coffee beside you.
All right.
You're
I'm ready.
giving me a hard time.
No,
I'm not
not.
insulting you.
It's just that this
Really.
has been going on for almost 20 minutes. This whole like lead up to like.
Do you have a rush? Do you have to rush somewhere? Oh, your nap. You need your nap because you have this sleep pattern where you go to bed early. You need your nap. Okay, I'm doing this for you. You don't bring a lot of people.
I appreciate it.
Stop.
Okay, I appreciate it.
I mean, Sarah, no, you don't.
Yes, I do. 100%.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
So most of you who say you have high IQ, if you didn't take it professionally, you don't. If it took 2 hours, it's not a real IQ. The school psychologist would have pulled David in for more than one session, maybe 3, maybe 4. Okay, ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Originally, the government had IQ tests. They needed it. You know for what?
No, I have no idea. Say
you're in the Army. The Army has to classify you. Where will you work best in the Army? And
Okay.
and they had to also determine who was mentally challenged.
Okay.
They might not qualify. So you
Okay.
need a measure. You need a good test. You just can't say,
Oh.
David, you're intellectually lightweight because you don't base your opinions on research or science, but just on your own experience, which is the weakest kind. And you probably don't because you don't read because you're dyslexic. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Right. I am I'm basically somebody who hasn't been indoctrinated through writings from other people. I experience things on my own.
Well, that has nothing to do with what we're going to do. What does that have to do with being tested?
I'm just saying, like, so I believe that people are indoctrinated through.
Okay, this isn't about your lightweight philosophies. Let's get to the testing. You wanted that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I have to again say, I'm not licensed therapist. I never was, but I was an intern therapist under supervision. I have 2 masters, and I also, David Buldo, have 2 California teaching credentials. Did you know that?
Now I do.
I taught, I subbed, and I taught both regular and then with an learning handicap credential. I taught severely emotionally disturbed and had an emergency credential. Why? Because I wasn't credentialed to teach severe. You would have been learning handicapped, LH. I don't know what they have in New York or New Jersey, but basically your handicap is not severe, although practically you might think it is. You get the idea? Severe might be autism. Okay, you don't want to learn.
No, come on,
I'm not doing shtick with you.
I do. It's just that, like, I can't focus. You using all these like fresh, like friggin' exotic words that like I only understand half the things that are coming out of your mouth.
Well, that's probably because they have a low IQ, which will determine. Okay, let's go to it. You ready?
Yes.
You ready? There are 12 subtests. 12 different tests.
Okay.
They are, and some I can't give you. Information, picture completion, similarities, object
Oh my
assembly,
God. Oh, I want like Sam. Seriously, like now I'm getting frustrated. I want to pull my hair out. If I had some, man, I'd be pulling my hair
what
out.
hair? You don't have hair. You probably have hair in your ears. Have you ever noticed about people when they get old? They have more hair in spots you don't want. Like
I
there's this
know.
gorilla guy, and he's got hair on his back. Okay, I'm getting off the subject. Let's get to it. You ready? And quit
Yep.
complaining, David. So if you have to be tested by a professional, it's probably like $2,000.
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes a parent will come in and
Holy
David's.
shit, Sam! Sam, come on! Everybody's
What do
saying
you
that
have
they
to
can't
do,
take
by
it
the way?
anymore.
Then leave.
No, I want to do this.
Then quit
I
giving me a
I
hard
just don't want
time.
these drawn out stories about parents coming in and not
Okay, well,
understanding and stuff like that. Come on, look, Escaping the Void is saying it's rough. Keith
who
Williams says, "Oh my
cares
God."
what these people think? You don't know me. Gosh. Fuck off if you don't like it. How's
No.
that? Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
You ready? I'm
Yes.
just trying to explain the test a little bit.
Okay.
They're the very important points. I mean, I could go on for very important that half the tests are verbal. You know what verbal means, right?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Meaning
Means
what?
writing.
Oh, your sound went off.
No, it
Are
did,
you?
did it?
Yeah. Okay. So what does verbal mean?
It means writing.
No, it means words.
Oh, okay.
Using words.
It means
Performance means things like nonverbal, like seeing, like a visual memory. You don't use words, right?
Yes.
Which, by the way, you need that if you go into most therapies, because most therapies use words. You get that?
Okay.
If you're not good with words, it probably won't work. Psychotics are not good for therapy because they don't have a basis of value. There's not much you can go to. And if you like The Sopranos, you watch The Sopranos?
No, Sam.
This comes up in The Sopranos.
Okay.
You're Italian and you don't watch The Sopranos.
No, I don't watch TV, Sam. I don't watch TV. I live my life day by day and I talk to people. Oh, God, my stomach, man.
Okay, can you go? You're complaining.
No,
it's not
Sam,
fun
I just
for
want to
me.
get this. Sam, I want to do this. I was all pumped.
David, you don't have children, do you?
No.
You don't have a family, do you?
No.
You don't have a permanent relationship, correct? You've complained about your job. You complained about New York. You complain. You don't have a lot of pleasure in your life, David. And that's partly due to you being fucked up. Okay, I didn't mean, see, if I'm testing you, I'm not supposed to get you mad. But you're giving me a hard time.
It's just long and drawn out and like I thought
Okay,
we were
let me
coming
get
here to do a
to it.
test.
Stop. Okay. You're so critical. Am I taking money for this?
No, and that's what I'm saying.
So
Like
let's start with IQ.
Okay.
You know what IQ means?
Intellectual something or other.
No. Intelligent quotient.
Okay.
It's a projective test.
Okay.
It predicts. Now, in the old days, people speak of one intelligence. There's not one intelligence. They call it the G word. There's more. There's different areas of intelligence. That's important. You get that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's why there's 12 subtests. 1, information. So I'll give you just tell me what this means. All right.
Okay.
Finger or show me.
Finger?
Well, it starts really easy.
Oh, okay. It's like something on your hand that you use to pick your nose with.
Nickel.
It's a form of money, and you could also throw it at a moving car.
Dozen.
It's like 12. Sometimes it's a baker's.
Yeah. Stomach.
It's an abdomen or like a thorax.
Oil.
Something that comes out of the ground made of dinosaurs.
Chili.
Something that makes you fart and Mexicans eat.
And toward the more difficult ones, and we'll end with this, hieroglyphics.
It's friggin' like drawings for retarded Africans. But we're like depicting. I was gonna go. All right.
David, stop.
All right. It's a form of literature that they use, when you draw something out instead of writing stuff with letters.
Do you know in an anthropological sense why we're all black?
According to the lies, yeah, we all come out of Africa or something.
Yeah. They say, the theorists, we all come from Africa. So if we all started as black, then we all have a black evolutionary part.
Yeah,
right,
but
David?
Sam, if that's true, right, then what about the black people that stayed there and didn't interact with the Cro-Magnon man that turned us into Indians, Chinese, Asians, Eurasians, blah, blah, blah. That means that the Africans, the sub-Saharan Africans that stayed there aren't human.
Based on what, David? What reading
Based on
have
logic.
you seen that? No, it's not based on logic. Where have you seen that idea validated? Where's the research? Oh, this is just more off the cuff, David lightweight intellectual bullshit. Let's move on.
All right.
He has no reference. It's just, I think. Oh, in my life experience. That's the weakest.
Move on.
You're not used to being dominated, are you, David Buldo? But I'm testing you. It requires me being the dominant one, dummy. You ready?
All right. Yep.
Okay. Picture completion. I forgot how that works. Maybe you're given parts of a cat and you have to put it together. I don't know.
Like a tail, a paw.
Yeah.
Like whiskers.
Or it might have to do with a gestalt. You know what a gestalt is?
No.
So when you're looking at a circle, but part of the circle is out, your brain still identifies that as a circle. It fills up the gestalt.
Okay.
Similarities. So I really can't give you that test. I think maybe because you're given a kit and there's the tools for that kit. There might be a picture of a comb. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle. It's like a puzzle thing. I put it together, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, this one I can give you. I'm going to give you something. And I'm going to, oh, by the way, I remember when I took this test, I get like one or two wrong toward the end, and the tester would, oh, good, we're done. And then I give a right answer. So on these, like for similarities, you keep going until there's 3 errors in a row. Okay. So we're going to start out easy and it'll get more difficult. So far, you did pretty good. You've done perfect, right?
Yeah, those were easy, yeah.
Well, for you, but another one was turpentine, hieroglyphics. What about Darwin?
Like so Darwin.
So you did well. You did well. All right. Okay. Give me a similar thing for wheel.
A similar thing for wheel, like a topper?
Well, it has ball. Candle has lamp. They're similar.
Oh, okay.
They're both round and move. You get it?
Okay. All right. Yep.
It's not good that you kind of didn't know that.
No, because I didn't know if it was like tire or circle. Like I don't.
Yeah. So the test giver would make notes. So I would have made notes. He doesn't really understand the word similarities, not for a valid measure, but just for one's own information. All right. That was kind of not good.
But like I know what similarity means, but I don't know if like you're looking for the first thing that pops into my mind.
It doesn't have to do with okay. That's a good question. Really good question. Quick answers are better.
All right, let's go.
We're going to get to sentence completion, where it's basically required that you give your answer quick. Some tests are like that because it doesn't want you to think. It wants you to just come from what you're really, because when you start to think, you might bullshit. So yeah, quick answers are generally the right. Some tests, they want you to think, but most as quick as you can. All right?
Okay. All right, got it.
Yes. Apple,
Orange.
cat,
Dog.
telephone,
Cell phone.
mountain.
Ridge.
Oh, that wasn't so good. Liberty,
Statue.
maybe ridge, because mountain, lake.
What?
Liberty,
Mountain
yeah.
Lake.
A lake is around mountains. You see how they're
So,
similar?
but you could have said tree then. Trees
Well,
around that.
I'm reading this off the record form.
Okay.
So you bring it up with the authors. First.
Wait, but we're talking about similarities.
Yeah. Okay, would you quit quibbling? I didn't make the
Okay.
test. Let's move on. Well, you can quibble. Salt,
Pepper.
they have water. So I would say you did pretty well, but the last couple, not so good. Okay, so
Really?
you're not a genius, big deal. The next one I can't help you with because it's object assembly. They give you like a horse, parts of a horse, and you have to put it together. All right?
Okay. Like a tail and a fucking ear. And...
The next one is comprehension. So people say, oh, they read so cool. Oh, I'm Holly Lotus 2407. See, I said it. No, with reading, it requires comprehension. You have to understand what you're reading.
Okay.
So let's say a mentally challenged person might read the words better than you, but then you ask to determine cognitive ability, okay, what does that mean? And they can't do it. So comprehension, and you mentioned you had comprehension problems before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's a really bad thing to have problems with, by the way.
Wait, what's the thing? What was so bad about apples and oranges? Isn't that what they usually say?
Well, that's
like
an opposite. I don't know.
Oh.
Let's move on.
It's a fruit. They're both fruits.
Okay, I'm just giving you the answers from the record form. You can contact, I think the authors might be dead. Whistler, I think Whisk was a man named Wexler, something like that. I think he's probably 105. These tests go back really far. All right?
Yeah, okay.
Probably came out of World War II because the Army had to, and the Navy, the military had to group people really quick. Comprehension, all right?
An orange is not the opposite of an apple. They both have seeds. They both have skin. They grow on a fucking tree, and they're packed with vitamin C. So stop.
So let's go to comprehension. Tell me about cutting your finger. What does that mean?
Ouch! Like
what does smoke? What does smoke mean?
Fire.
You can tell this word. This is revised because policeman. Nowadays they might change it to police person. Policeman is what?
Law.
You build what?
House.
What are criminals?
Prisoners.
No, I wouldn't agree with that. I would have said breaking the law.
Oh, okay.
Because some people break the law and they're never caught.
I think I'm beyond this test. I think that
I think you flunked the criminals.
Really?
Yeah.
But aren't all prisoners criminals?
I was known for judging a person's IQ without knowing their score. I was really good at it. I'm pretty good at it. So I'll give you my IQ for you at the end. All right?
Okay.
Then it gets hard. Like, what is senators?
Like, what are senators? They're part of the federal government.
The next one is coding, but I forget what that was. The
coding or coating?
They have CODING.
Like an Indian, those people that broke whatever, and those Nazis that had those codes. I forgot the name of it. Sorry, I was going to make a joke.
Test number 11 is digit span, and this one the directions are easy. All right. I'm going to give you a series of digits, and I want you to repeat them. A variance of this is, by the way, sometimes given to determine like senility.
Enigma.
Right?
That's right, Brian. That's what I was going to say. Enigma. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, sorry, he got it. All right, go ahead.
So there's 2 more tests, and we're nearly done. And then we'll go to a sentence completion, which is more.
Brian, did you know that my friend owned Enigma? I had a friend.
You're not going to go off and ignore me, or you can get the fuck off, David.
Oh no, I was
mean
just
it.
okay.
No, you're not going to talk on your own. On your channel,
Martin
you're the
Shkreli,
boss.
my friend Martin
No,
Shkreli.
I don't give
Go
a
ahead,
fuck. You're not
go
going
ahead.
to do it. You're not going to do it. I'll give you one more chance, and then I'll just have a regular stream. I do this with anybody. You're not going to dominate. It's my channel. I'm the test giver, and it's not that big a deal. If you don't want to do this, then don't. I'm nearly done, and then we'll go to a more fun test. If you want to make it a power play, it's not equal because I'm the channel owner. So don't do that. You understand? You understand?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm just playing. What a pussy. You could have fought a little harder. Really. It's just, okay, so this one is really a good indicator. It's memory. It's digital memory. By the way, the scientists tell us that people are equipped for 7 digits, which is why the phone companies used to make it 7.
7?
They
Oh my
studied all this
God.
first. Yeah,
Oh my
most
God.
people can remember 7, but
Oh.
beyond that is more difficult. Okay,
Yeah.
ready?
Yeah.
Ready? I saw this given in a movie about that lady, okay, she won an Oscar. She had early dementia, and they gave her this test. Joe Biden, they should have given to, right? We know what would have happened. 386.
386.
There you go. 3417.
3417.
That's 4. 84239.
82439.
Wrong.
Wait, what did you say?
84239.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I didn't hear you because there's a lot of noise going on out here. Go ahead.
Where's the noise from? What do you mean?
I'm in a parking lot.
Why aren't you in your house? I hope you're not stalking women.
No.
Well, I did say this is the truth. I'm not saying you're a serial killer. The odds are against it, right? But out of all the people I've ever met, I would not be surprised if you are a serial killer, which you're probably not. But right?
Wait, but
because
what kind of serial killer? Like the one that just like goes out at night?
You're always rambling around in the dark. You have this vehicle that you can stop your victims. You're a loner, which means you're not in a relationship, which means nobody's looking over your shoulder. And I think you have trouble with women.
But no, I don't know if like you remember like Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure with Dottie. Remember Dottie?
I love that movie and the bike and all of that. Yeah, of course.
Right, do you remember how he had to
he
let
turned
Dottie
out to be a sexual pervert in real life, Pee Wee.
Okay. Right? All right, let's just go. All right, so the numbers.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, this one you better get because it's only let me finish. Maybe that's a problem. So the tests are supposed to say in this one, don't say anything until I'm done. Got it? 389174.
389174.
517-4238.
517-4238.
164-59763.
164-57963.
No, I think I might have done that too quickly. So let me give you a second chance. 164-59763.
I don't know. I forgot.
So you flunked out. You got the 7, like most people, but your memory is probably not that good, right? Maybe it's your age. I think one of the things that changes.
It's just that, like, you know, normally, I'm going to be honest with you. When someone asks me, like, hey, I'm going to give you a number, I'll just be like, yeah, can you just text it to me? Like, I don't remember. You know what I mean?
What does that have with testing your digital memory ability?
I'm just saying, like, it's just like,
okay, you don't need to say, David. You
Okay.
ready to go on one that may be more fun?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. So this is more projective. You know what that means?
More projective?
Yeah. It's a big
Like,
deal in our little YouTube world. Projection.
yeah.
What is it?
Means like you're projecting something, like you're like showing something, you're presenting something.
Yeah. So you're going to be presented with some neutral parts of sentences, and then you fill it in. This is one where I want you to be quick, right? It's projective like a Rorschach. You know how the Rorschach works?
Like Rorschach Redemption.
Do you know how Rorschach works?
The fuck is
test.
that?
So, yeah, I'll say it and you probably remember it. So it works on projection. So you're given a stimulus, say like an S, and then the person, what is that? And if the person says that's an S, yeah. But if the person says that's a worm coming up my nose to kill me, you get the idea?
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Because it's not coming from the stimulus. It's being projected from the person. This is really an important concept.
Okay.
Really. Most of Freud's defense mechanisms fall under the rubric, but we get it here. It's like, why are all these haters obsessional about Maine noodles? Well, let's look at them and try to come up with a reason. Most are not in love. Most are older. Most are not attractive. Most are hateful. So, yeah, they're projecting their stuff. You get the idea?
Okay.
But you get the idea?
Ah.
Well, you be interesting instead of complaining.
I
thought you had so many views. You get like 5,000, and most of the time when I watch you lately, you're getting like 20 or 23.
That's because I told you everyone wants the IRL.
But then this doesn't help.
Do you know what IRL stands for?
Real life or something?
In real life, you're wrong.
In real life. Oh. You have to get that in because I'm pointing out that you didn't do so well as predicted.
Sam,
you're
no.
Okay. Okay, you ready for this? Yeah. By the way, I think you have, let me think. I would say you're edging on 112, 113. If you're 113, you're above. If you're 112, you're average.
Okay.
Because 100 is average. We had this argument. Okay, here we go.
I need excitement, Sam. Let's
Make this one. This should be better. I don't know why these many people are watching, really. Really. There's no reason for 55. Maybe you did bring people. If you don't like me, you can go away. That's fine.
Sam,
I'm
I love you.
You can leave. 53, let's see it go lower. If you don't dig me, go to David's or something. Get the fuck out. Go down.
Sam, that's not it.
I don't need your views.
No, it's not it.
Like there's this one lady that doesn't like me. I don't want you here, Allie. All these people attack me. Well, I don't give you permission to watch this. So
no, Sam. This is the wrong attitude. This is the wrong attitude. This is my fault. My fault.
I'm getting a little worked up. Yeah. No, it's my fault. No, really. The tester got to be calm. Not going off. Okay. I won't give you the name of it. It's really, there's some tests, they really have to be validated. The ones in the newspaper, no one gives a fuck. But for a real test to be used, it's got to be peer reviewed, and you know what I mean. This is really kind of a study test, but I won't give you the name. I don't want. But this is from a year, 10 years ago. So I'm not posing. I'm not a licensed therapist. This is for David wants more fun. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yes. Go. Sorry.
Well. Rush, you're always on the internet. Why aren't you doing fun things like real people?
You know what it is?
Oh, two of you left. Go more. I don't.
You know what it is?
Another one left.
Oh, Sam, no.
I like 30. 20. Okay, here we go. I'm just letting people know I don't care. I mean, I want good conversation, but you're not going to. Yeah, if we're yelling at each other, the views go up. We might end up, but the thing about David is, I think you're setting me up to be one of your guinea pigs, and
No,
he's
I'm
being very
not. What are you
nice.
talking about? I'm out here. It's a winter wonderland out here. Look at those
Yeah, it's
trees.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. I just know what you're doing. I've been warned about you, David. So
By
I'm not
who?
shocked.
By who? A bunch of losers on the internet? Sam, I've given you everything. You guys know where I live. I give you my phone number.
I
I
don't
tell you
want
what
to
my
know
real
where you
name is.
live, and I don't. I don't want to know anything about you other than can you be good on here? Would you start
Okay.
instead of give me your whiny? Why did you like? Why are you interested in me? By the way,
Because you're not like these like drama whores that just want to talk about drama and friggin' like,
I
whatever.
do that.
Interesting.
Okay,
No,
good.
no, but if you did, it would be interesting conversation. These
Yeah,
people
I'm
are
a
all
good
fueled by
conversationalist.
by
Yeah.
alcohol and drugs. You ever try to have a conversation with someone when
Well,
you're not drunk?
I'm
Who's
stoned right now. What are you talking
no,
about?
I understand that, but
But
like,
on a legal substance,
yeah, okay,
marijuana is legal in
okay,
California.
fine.
Okay, we're going to move on. You're interested in me because I'm an interesting character, real, and I'm smart. I like smart people. That's like my one. But here's the deal. We're going to do this, but we have boundaries. No kids. Now for you, no N words. And you like the N word, right? I don't.
Mm-hmm.
No calling people pedo. What else should we not have? It's another one. That's about it, right? Oh, no doxing. On David's, he establishes the boundaries. If we're good enough, maybe I've been over there. He really owes me anyway, right? How I was okay, but David interferes because I have real stories, and unlike the dummies he's with, I'm not a yes or no person because life is more complex. David's intellectual wit. Now he could be good. Nowadays, they probably have special techniques to help dyslexic, right? But the train has passed. He's looking over his shoulder.
I wish I had like one of those suicide vests on right now where I could just like push a button and just blow up, explode, This is torture, Sam.
Whining again. It's not torture. Torture is what Poon did to that one lady. I told you what that was. You don't know the stories. That's a good part of you'll hear my best stories and then you'll have enough and go away. But yeah, I got real life stories. Because a lot of these people grew up gaming. Gaming wasn't allowed, even rock and roll. I ran away. I lived in different countries. I went to many colleges. I had a stalker. I've been homeless. I got a life. And I'm bright. And I'm open. So I got those experimental stories like, me in the shower with, right? And they love that. So I give my guts out, probably like David, and people focus on 4 or 5 kind of silly things like a finger, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in doing this, I'm really kind of talking to myself. And I found out the fingers are kind of really important to me. They're part of my history. I showed, so somebody, what they do is they don't know. So they try to make like I'm old. I'm not old, right? But, okay, I won't tell. I used my finger to show I'm not old. Did you see my finger, David Buldo?
I'm getting text messages that Sam do drag. I don't think he does drag, secret text messenger, but I'm going to be honest.
It shows your prejudice. You're an old drag. No, I dressed up one time as a woman with my girlfriend. And did you ever do that, David Buldo, to see what you look like as a woman?
I think I dressed up one time when I was a child as my sister.
Yeah,
and then there was a time where they had some app that you could do and I was actually a pretty hot chick. I looked exactly like my friend Megan, which was weird. I was like, Meg, look, I look exactly like you.
Too bad you're no longer good looking. Sorry.
What do you think about that girl though that I met?
I have to say one thing. Personally, and then we'll get back to testing. All right, serious. But I'm uncomfortable in kind of saying it. But this guy is honest about being dishonest, which is dissident, but it makes sense. You tell people that you're going to lie, that you're going to perform, that you're going to bait people. And I think that's pretty honest. But the downside means that don't believe anything you say. So when you said that 21-year-old was your love interest, I think she was a prostitute.
No, don't
Really?
say that, or she'll never. No, Sam. She's a very, very. I'll explain to you who she is. She's an artist. She watches the show. She's a successful lady. She lives in the area, and I think she's
Well, let
attractive.
me make the case why she's a prostitute.
Oh.
Right? Because I listen to you, dummy, and I'm smart. No, I don't listen to you all that much sometimes because you give so much content. You know what I mean? You said
Look what she
talked
gave me.
No, let me tell you who's that.
That's Johnny Thunders.
No.
Look,
So
the raccoon
you're interrupting me again. You're interrupting me. You're bringing up your own topic. You got like 12 hours a day to bring up your old stuff. You told us on air that you needed to get laid. Was there a prostitute?
No.
And then all of a sudden, look, you're no Casanova. You're balding. You're floppy. No offense. You're not good looking like me. I believe maybe in younger days you were. Italians are very generally good looking people, right?
I'm handsome. Yeah, I'm very handsome.
You're not handsome, David. You're not. Serious. I mean, serious. You're not ugly like little Mono. You know Andy Cruz? Ooh, he's ugly. You're not like that. You're probably normal for your age. But most men.
According to the girls that have had me inside them, I'm extremely sexy.
Okay, I'm not. No, I don't like that kind of talk. Because it's like, that's what teenagers talk about. How did it come to talking about inside? We're talking about a prostitute.
You're just calling the love of my life a prostitute.
You have to pay to be in. You have to pay to get through that opening. I don't. Now I could be wrong. But you said, David, you were going to give that lady, oh, so much good stuff. And you bought her, she said on air, you bought her jewelry. You gave her stuff. If you didn't give her stuff, she never would have been like you. Is she actually a prostitute? Maybe, maybe not. She may be.
You don't buy stuff for your wife? You don't buy stuff for your wife?
Yeah, I spend most money on her.
Okay, come on. You know how girls are. They want to be drizzled in diamonds and gold, and they want to
That's true. Yeah, generally I think that's true.
But, I mean, come on.
But some women don't sell their bodies to get it. And my wife, I'm the only man with her. Yeah, and it was really weird when I say she was a virgin. People freak out. No, it's not a bad thing. It's just America, you're too liberal or something. It's fine if you have loving relationships and you're not a virgin. But it's kind of special when you are, because my wife was a virgin, and these freaks here, a lot of them, like, they attacked me. Like, what did I do wrong? I'm the only man, not like David Buldo, the woman he was with. You had to give her.
Your wife never ever touched a man before. You were the first.
The only thing she did was she thought this man was going to marry her. She went in the movie house and she said he touched her breast.
That's it.
And then she found out. That the man played around, and she broke off the relationship. So yeah.
You know that great Italian song, like "Oh la la something something bacala."
Oh la la.
You know what that song's about?
What a classic. Oh la.
You know what that song's about?
No, I don't. You want to sing it?
It's about a woman who gets married, all right? And the next day she's crying to her mother because on the night of her she was a virgin.
Right.
You know? And she's crying to her mother that the guy's fucking penis was the size of a fucking fish. Bacala is a fish. And
isn't that like a Turkish pastry?
No, it's baklava.
Baklava, yeah, something like
that. Baklava.
Okay, I don't want to wrap up this story. We have testing.
My point is that, like, these poor virgin women who get married to these guys, it's for life, right? And imagine if, like,
in the old days, like Catholics don't technically. Are you Catholic or a prod?
Well, I told you I was born Catholic, right?
Okay.
Because
Well, you know about
you're born
Catholic
in.
stuff. Yeah,
Okay,
Catholics
yeah.
are not technically supposed to get divorced, but we do. Right? You get the idea. But we're talking about historically for most of our history. Um, like we were talking about Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra got brought up on charges because he had sex.
Seductive.
I don't know. Was it with a married? Actually charged him. You can go look at the photo, his mugshot. Frank
Yeah,
Sinatra.
It says Bergen County. He was charged in Bergen County,
Hoboken
New
is Bergen
Jersey.
County.
He was charged in Bergen County, New Jersey. Yeah.
That's where Artie Lang is from.
Yeah.
You get my point that we live in a very freer society. We're not Iran, and things we take for granted, like saying fuck. Fuck was in the day a really big deal. It wasn't allowed in literature, right?
Okay.
Until the end of World War II. You get that? You get my point?
Yes.
So we'll come back to most of our history. A lot of the women, maybe the majority, were expected to be virgins. And then something happened, astonishing in the sense that it changed the nature of society.
Wait, so
sexuality.
did your wife like bleed the first night?
Too personal. So David, what changed? I'll give you a hint. It happened in the 50s. What happened in the 50s? That revolutionized sexuality, including virginity. What happened?
Contraception?
Yeah, birth control.
Yeah.
Now, ladies could do the pleasure and not have to worry about being pregnant. Big deal. Because in the old days, forget about it, right? So it freed up sexuality, and there were a lot more non-virgins.
So what the hell is like? My parents had like my mother had six kids.
Well, Catholics aren't supposed to use contraception. My wife's mother had 8. The Catholic Church don't want birth control. You know that.
Sam, listen, I'm not a moron, right? You're not a moron.
No, I don't. The IQ says you're about 112 or 113. You might be.
I'm going to argue that. I think I'm around
average. You might not be.
I think I'm about 127. But my
no,
point
definitely
is,
not 127. I could tell you that because you had trouble on some parts of it.
What do you mean,
David?
I answer them perfectly.
David, I'm an expert. It's not a joke.
No, you're clearly not an expert.
People used to applaud me for looking just in conversation, knowing you can tell a lot on a one-on-one. You know that. You're, I'd say you're above average, but not that much.
Thank you, Brian K. Thank you, Brian K.
Brian K. Isn't he your boy or something?
Brian K.
Let's see who's in chat. Shaw. Yeah. We lost a lot of people since I told them to fuck off. But I'm glad you did. If you're a lousy person, I don't want you. Get out of here. Like these people hate me. Well, don't watch. I don't want you. Why do you want to be?
It was all these poon handler simps that were over here.
Let's
trying to discredit me. Trying to discredit me. Fuck you, Magda.
I'll talk about poon. I like to talk about what people are interested in, and nobody cares about poon. He gets 10 views. You're more relevant, but seriously, I think he said he didn't care. I think Poon is here, his channel, so he can online or offline ejac and get women because he doesn't have a real woman. And David Buldo, we'll put in a little drama. David Buldo said he loved Poon and then tore him apart with the truth. That David Buldo said that Poon handler, he don't love that seasons. It's all a troll. David Buldo might have revealed truth. And it's all a troll. And that fits in with what I know about this creep. Because many times he played around on Julie. He's ejacked. Even a lot of stuff. So to you, this is a new world, but Poon's kind of interesting, right? But don't make like you love him. You said you love. This is part of what David does. He's playing everybody, but he's honest about. He cares about streams which I'm really kind of respecting. Me too. But David will say anything. David will lie. I won't.
Okay.
I think
Here's the
she's
thing.
a prostitute.
Here's the truth. Here's the truth. This guy, Poon Handler, all right, is always walking behind me, sniffing and picking up and fucking doing all shit.
You don't have butt smell,
do
do you?
another community.
You don't have butt smell.
He's sniffing, Sam, and he's constantly.
People,
If I drop
said
something,
May
Sam,
noodles got butt smell, and people never forgave that. Now they don't credit me. Yeah, I made butt smell popular. May noodles one time had butt smell, but she's a beautiful woman. She's lost her weight, and that she probably don't got butt smell. It's funny, but it's gross. Because this guy, the boyfriend, said, the gorilla, that, she got butt smell. But the punchline is he kept going. The butt smell did not deter him. You get the deal? For me, I would probably say, I don't know. I would hope I don't know. Because when you get near the horizon, when you get near the big O, you kind of lose a little bit of control. I mean, you lose control.
But Sam, why is this guy constantly picking up my scraps? Constantly.
We know, you know why? Because it's seasons.
Yeah, but it's like okay,
right?
So imagine if like I had sex with a woman. Would you be like, I'm gonna have sex with that woman right after Dave did?
No. I don't want butt smell. Look, David, I don't know if you're top tier yet or not. I am, and my whole life I've been lucky. Now, this little mono Andy Cruz, he's like 5'2", weighs 200 pounds, and he lies. He said he never would, quote, we're over 18, fuck a fat chick, unquote. I have. I'm not ashamed of it. Now, I was drunk, but, but I'm good looking. These people are ugly. You're like normal for your age. You don't have much hair, right? That's kind of bothersome.
Sam.
You got a big face, the shape of a basketballer. It's really round.
Sam, I'm a big guy.
No offense.
Girls like this. I'm telling you.
It depends on the girl. All girls. No, you'll find girls. There was a girl we talked. People are like what they put up with. So I think this is a prostitute. And David bought her a bunch of jewelry. How much did you spend on her?
I spent like $9 on her. I bought her a slice of pizza.
She talked about gold jewelry, didn't she?
Well, everyone talks about gold jewelry.
Okay, David, this is what I don't like. Did you buy her jewelry?
No, I refused to. I bought her a slice of pizza.
I don't believe it.
And she gave me a pin.
So you're a liar. Because you told us on air you were going to spend all this money, didn't you? So you're lying. I don't like this. It takes too much time.
The truth is that I didn't. Okay, I could have. I had a pocket full of cash.
I don't believe it.
I had a pocket full of cash.
Why would she be with you?
And she didn't ask for anything. All she wanted was for me to be by her side and walk through the sexy, seductive streets of Manhattan late at night.
Sure.
That's what happened.
Sure. Okay, let's go to the tests. I think you'll like this one. You ready?
Go ahead.
Because my wife, I should go with her. In my first marriage, my wife was very social, and I just stopped. I didn't want to. She was always going out, and to her family. My first wife.
Did she leave you for
I should be with my wife. There's a party going on. There's a party, and I don't want to go. I did that in my first marriage, so I should have gone. Instead, I'm on here with you. So be good. No, that's true though. But you don't know because you've never been married.
Right? Sam, I don't have to be married. I'm going to be honest with you. Why do you have to be married to someone to have some
let me tell you why.
Street cred yeah.
You asked the question, right?
Yeah.
We're all human beings. We all essentially want the same things. And Freud tells us very simplistically, but I think he's kind of right. If you have to divide life up, it's work and love. And you have no love and you don't like your work. You're always complaining. So you're not in a very
Damn, I
positive.
proved you
You don't. If
wrong.
people say
I proved
successful, they wouldn't think
no,
of
no,
you.
no, 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 no.
Me, they would. Me, they would.
No. I proved you wrong by going on that sexy hot date. I have girls in here right now that want to go, David. Blazing Leo,
David,
Chantix. There's a bunch
you
of other
bought
girls
her.
in here.
She mentioned. See, she caught you in the lie. She said you bought her a bunch of gold jewelry. So
Well,
she lied.
first of all,
She lied.
it's no one's business what I buy and what I give.
It's our business because you tell us on air. What are you talking
But
about?
here's the thing: you're
You
saying that
made
I
it our
bought.
business.
I
There's no.
gave.
You whine a lot. Okay,
I
wait.
gave.
You do whine a lot. Why do you complain so much?
Because you're misrepresenting me as someone that
Well,
bought. I gave.
let's skip the sentence completion and go to the client assessment form like an intake. You ready for your intake?
Yep.
So, how old are you now?
46 years old, January 13th.
So, were there problems with your birth, or
No.
was it a
I came out
no
smooth
problems?
and clean. I came out
Was
smooth
it
and clean.
natural? Was it natural, not cesarean?
No, I came out smooth and clean through the vagina, and I peed in the doctor's face, according to my mother.
Yeah, like babies in the womb pee, don't they?
Yeah.
No problems with delivery?
No.
Full term?
Yes.
So tell me about your siblings. Are you middle? I mean, do you have any? Tell me that stuff.
I am brother Joe, brother Chris, me, Laura, Greg, and Katie.
Who's the oldest one? What are you?
Joseph. I just told you. Joseph, Chris.
No, you gave me names. Okay, you didn't tell me the sequence. Just tell me, are you the middle or the oldest or the youngest?
I don't like answering questions like that because then it pigeonholes me as something like, you got a problem. You're the middle child. Oh.
Well, there's actually whole
Oh my
psychology
God.
based on sibling rivalry, which now I take it as just one bit of information, but it could mean something. In my own family, I saw the effects of different parenting on the younger child.
Right.
So I don't know why you're so sensitive about that.
If there's 6 kids and I'm the third one, am I
Right.
really the middle or is the fourth one the middle?
Depends.
Okay.
Are the two ahead of you girls and you're the oldest boy?
There were 3 boys, then a girl.
Okay, I didn't ask you that. What are the 2 oldest? Are they female, male,
They're
white?
boys.
Okay.
Joseph and Christopher.
So probably you didn't get that much attention.
Oh my God.
Because you are an attention whore.
Damn,
That's what this is about, right?
Do you remember Oshkosh
People have
B'gosh?
said that. You want attention. Right?
Do you remember Oshkosh B'gosh?
No. What is Oshkosh B'gosh? What is that?
It's a clothing line for children, and I was covered in Oshkosh B'gosh.
I like giving history if you want to be part. So there's a guy named German Am who was a very big streamer. He's still around, right? And in his life before YouTube, he sold baby clothes, but he would steal the branding. Like he would steal and sell Los Angeles Dodgers kids for 5-year-olds, right? And
Okay.
he got sued and he went bankrupt. And so, but if I was doing a business, I would stay away from any to do with children, right? And later in YouTube Live, like he got in trouble. You know this story about Jimmer?
No, I have no idea. I don't know.
So here's a bigger streamer than you, right? By the way, you taught me that subs don't mean that much. Because how many subs do you have?
It doesn't matter. I've lost count. There's so many.
Yeah, he has like 10,000, but sometimes there'll only be 20 people watching. Like now. No, there's more than that. You know what I mean? I can't figure it. Like you seem a popular streamer by numbers. And
well,
then
you know what happens? I say the N-word and all of a sudden YouTube doesn't like me.
Oh, so you blame, well, why don't you stop using the N-word, dummy?
Because the N-word's fun to say. Everyone says it. The majority of the country.
Not a lot of people don't like hearing it. YouTube will take you down if you do it too much.
Yeah.
So I asked you, are you a white supremacist? You told me no.
No, I'm
So
not.
now you're bothering me.
No.
And it's not a good word.
I'm not a white supremacist. I never said that. You
Then
asked
don't
me
say
that
the N
before.
word. Why do you go?
That
Oh, you
doesn't mean
just
that you're a white
defended using the N
supremacist.
word. Stop. It gets you in trouble
No.
anyway.
Words do not mean you're a white supremacist. Actions do.
No,
If I want to.
well, words represent something too, David, as you know. They go together, don't they?
Okay, but by saying the N-word doesn't mean you're a white supremacist. Black people say that
No, it
every day on
doesn't.
every basketball
It
court
does.
all over the country.
But when you say it over and over, I had to kick little Rebus out because I told you he put up a gorilla. He did making fun of a nice biracial woman, and then he
Yeah.
always said the N word. So what's that thing? I like that. If the duck walks like a duck, quacks like a duck,
Like a dog.
little Rebus is a racist. So I don't know about you. You have a lot of baggage. I'm trying to find out. Let me give you a test.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. If I was a white supremacist,
you don't listen too well.
Why would I have dated an Aboriginal or whatever the hell that thing was that Cassandra was?
I don't know. Like, I only follow a little. I don't know that Cassandra and all this history. Maybe let me give you the test. You ready?
Okay.
Because my wife's going to come back and I'm going to get off. You don't have anybody coming back, do you?
Well, I have to be back. I have to be back.
Unless you pay him. Maybe if you pay that lady, she'll show up. Okay, here we go. Complete these sentences to express your real feeling. You get that? Try to do every one. Be sure to make a complete sentence. Number one, I like
pussy.
Wow. The happiest time
in my life.
What does that mean?
You just said complete the sentence.
But it doesn't make sense. The happiest time in my life?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
People always say that, the happiest time in my life.
Yeah, but for a lot of us, it's easy when we had our children be born. What about you? What's the happiest time in your life?
The happiest time. Okay.
Not right now. What?
The happiest time in my life was the moment that I realized, right, that people were not only just jealous of me,
right,
that they wanted to be me.
Wow.
Yep.
That's really sad.
Oh.
Why would that make you happy? Make you sad?
Oh, happiest time.
I have a bittersweet one too. The happiest time in my life. Well, I'd like to say my childhood playing football during summer, but the happiest time in my life is we went to Spain and Switzerland 2 years, and my father didn't come along. So the happiest time was when my father wasn't around.
The test is about me.
It's sad, I think.
This test is about me. Let's go.
What about my reaction? Okay, here we go. No, actually doing this, I keep thinking about my memories, and I actually learned things. Because as Proust said, each memory is a little different, right? Like there's themes, like spitting, the worst thing in my life, but also someone spit on me and I beat him up.
Well, I've never beaten up anyone in my life. How about that?
Wow. Weren't you picked on? Oh, you were too tall to pick on you. You're like 6'3". But people wanted to bully you, but you're too big, right?
Well, no, I mean, like I've gotten in. You want to know the worst? One of the worst things that ever happened to me in my life was a kid attacked me, and I turned around uncontrollably, threw him to the ground, and kept kicking him until he started crying. And I never ever touched another human being ever in my life. After
I kind of did that,
and it haunts me to this very day. I also killed a rabbit when I was younger, and I never want. I that still haunts me to this day. What
I got a pellet gun finally, and I went out, and there's this beautiful bird on a wire, like the Leonard Cohen song, "Birds on a Wire," and I shot it. This beautiful bird.
Like
I'm such a tough guy. The bird came down, and I'll never forget saying, "Why did I take this life? What
Nelly
a scumbag I am."
Yeah,
like
I feel like shit. Right? I feel like shit. It was the worst feeling in the world. I was like, this is
Terrible feeling.
what a waste. And I
Yeah.
accomplished something that
Yeah.
in my brain, I knew that this rabbit was either going to run right or left. And I took a chance and I said, if I throw right and it runs
Uh,
right, it will
uh,
collide into the brick that I just threw and it will be done. And guess
right.
what? The rabbit ran right. And then I was like, wow, congratulations. I had to bury the thing. I went inside and my mother's like, what
Here
did you
we
do?
talk about it 20 years
Oh
later.
my God. More
Things
than
that
20
happened
years
to us in our
later.
child. But no,
Yeah.
I'm a tough guy. But how's it tough? It's not a fair fight. It's like these Trump brothers. They have beautiful trophies. Well, I respect hunters, but you got to eat it. If you hunt and eat it, don't do a JFK who takes roadkill or something. You know this JFK, he killed an animal probably by his car, and he took the animal to Central Park and he left it there. It
Yeah.
was only, well, that's not good. If you kill an animal, cool, it's in our nature, but eat it. I didn't eat that bird. Why kill it? It's no, the strong men love beauty. I'm about beauty. I'm about beauty. So yeah, I eat meat, right? I love bacon. But as I talked about constantly, you don't kill your pet.
Right.
It's not all bacon because Poon Handler, his pig, he used to kill pigs. He used to be in the kill business, killing beautiful animals.
Right. And he also fishes, which is the most traumatic and disgusting sport ever. I mean, think about
Never
it. You're
thought about
grasping
that.
something with a hook and then letting it
Yeah,
suffocate.
I like fishing, but maybe not after this conversation. Let's
Yeah.
move on. All right.
Sure.
Thank you for that. I love fishing. But this is real stuff that it's sad that my happiest memory is when I wasn't around my father. That's a horrible, but it's true.
I'm sorry you went
Absolutely.
through that. All right, let's move on.
Well, later on, I came back and my father, and people go at me for this. My father, well, actually, I had tried to beat up my father when I was 13, but I was smaller, you know. I remember my father was abusing my mom, and I just started jumping on him and beating him up. And my mother was just concerned about him. Don't hurt him, his eye. I had a bloody nose. So
Wait,
I
you
still get
hit
mad
your
at my mom
father?
for this. What?
You hit your father?
I tried to. Yeah, I hit him at 13.
Oh my
But then at
God.
16, so I come back and I'm bigger now, right? I'm like 16. I'm taller, I'm bigger. But this time I couldn't take it anymore. And I took the bat. You probably heard about me in a bat. And I hit my father, came up behind him, but I checked my swing. I told that. I never wanted that story to get out, David. I
All right.
told three
Now
people in
I'm getting text messages right now saying that they support Poon. Dude, all right, listen. You gotta wait. I'll do a live stream later. You can call in. I can't be doing
Okay,
this.
let
Sorry.
me tell you why you're scumbags. You support a man. I guess I bet. Are you allowed to say the RAPE word in YouTube?
I would say grape, I guess.
Okay, so you support a man who wished grape on a woman. I mean, you shouldn't wish it on men. Men get raped in prison, but he was referring to a wonderful person named J.K. He said it on air. Oh, you support that? He made fun of my sexual assault. He made fun of. See, they laughed about a finger. My sexual assault involved a finger at 16. This is what Poon joked about for 2 years. Who makes fun of? It was. I say I'm over it. I am, but that doesn't mean I want to think about what happened to me.
Well,
but he
Sam,
brought it up. Don't
Sam.
know. He cheats. No, David, stop. David is bringing out truth, and I respect you on that. He cheats on seasons. Is the season? No, according to David, she's trolling too. So you got digs at seasons too, didn't you? You're very lethal, David. He he starts it. He camouflages. He says, I love these people. Oh, I love Poon Handler. And then he says Poon Handler is no good for this woman. You don't love Poon. And we know because Poon went out of his way. He doesn't stream all the time, but to get a David. He had a special stream Matter David Buldo. I know because I went on that
Tina
stream.
Danders is more his speed, like a Tina D or something like that. Not Seasons. You know what I mean?
But you said Seasons is lying to us.
You
That it's
want
all a charade.
to see
That
some
she
magic,
met.
man?
Now, come on, David.
Sam, I could get that woman back anytime,
That's not
with a flick of
That's
the
cruel
tongue.
of you. You shouldn't be with
No,
anyone. You
I
could
know.
be a
I don't want.
serial killer. You go out with prostitutes, I allege.
No, it's not true.
Maybe you have disease.
No,
I
here's
had a
the
disease
deal.
once upon a time.
The last girl I went out with, I found out she had brain damage. All right. I'm not going to mention
what kind of brain damage? Don't say the name. What kind of brain damage? How did you know?
She had an aneurysm due
She
to
wanted to be with you. That's enough. Right? Okay, let's move on. You ready? Because I don't want my wife's going to come here. It's already an hour and a half.
Okay. All right.
But let's acknowledge people in chat. Zamcat, we bonded. He's stylish. One weakness is I like good clothes. Namcap, did you hear Saks went bankrupt? There's a big Saks, I think, in New York. And although my mama loved going to those stores, and I don't make like I care about good clothes. Right, David?
Yeah, of course.
David doesn't care about me at all. You will notice.
No, I do. Okay. I absolutely do.
You don't care about, let's be honest. You don't care about anybody.
No, I cared so much that I had to prove to you that I was actually sleeping when like they tried reaching out to me to have a conversation with them. I mean,
I have your likeness. David, I think I used this before, but let me see. I have a likeness. Now I have to say, to protect myself, because it might get to the point that David doesn't like me. That happens a lot, maybe most people. So he might come back and say, Sam Hill, you put up a picture of me. I'm strike. This is not a literal picture of David. All right? Because they're going to say that. They'll recognize you instantly. You ready for your likeness, David?
Yeah, I can imagine what picture it's going to be. Sam, why do you think I'm insane? Why do you think I'm a serial killer? I've done nothing.
No, I don't think you're a serial killer. I said I wouldn't be surprised. The odds are you're not.
Okay.
But because you live alone, you obviously hate women. You roam all hours of the night. And your personality is it's calm, but there's so much anger behind it. Like you want to appear cool. Though you don't love Poon. And you tell us you're a pretender. And I'd have to go into your childhood to see why you're a pretender.
Oh my God.
Hide you from hurt.
I had a great childhood. The only thing even my
only thing is what? Only thing is what?
Okay. So people are gonna be like, "What? Your parents got divorced?" My parents got divorced.
Oh,
my parents did. Wait.
Whoa.
Here's the deal, right?
Whoa.
My parents got divorced. My mother was living down the street she bought a house in like 2 years.
Right.
You know what I mean? She's living in my
divorce. He wants us to think divorce is no big deal. I was divorced. We have children. Whatever. Let's move on, liar. Ready?
Yeah, but it's traumatic to children.
Yeah, it's real. I don't like, seriously, it bothers me because no one should be jealous because I'll never be complete. Because I have family values and I wanted to grow up with my kids in my house.
Right.
So it's true, right? But you don't know. But you know through two parents who you say you've loved. The two people, they're supposed to be together and they love each other and they're my mom and Pom. And what do you mean? What do you mean? Daddy won't, what? What? They're not, you're not going to be... Yeah, it's traumatic. But horrible. It's traumatic to have a drunk father like me. I would have been better off, I think, with my parents divorcing.
I am blessed that I have the parents I do.
Yeah, there you go. But you're not blessed that they stopped living together.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, to be honest with you, probably not. I don't know. You know what happened when my parents got divorced? I have a sister named Katie, right? And my father got remarried to this woman, Lorraine, and they're great people. I'm glad that they exist. I'm glad that I got to know them. You know what I mean?
Glad that your parents got divorced, but you got to know these. Okay, let's move on. Okay. I want to know You're supposed to be quick.
Okay.
So it interests me that he couldn't quickly come up with this. I want to know why you're here with me, right? I want to know the same thing. Why I'm here with you. Okay, we can skip that. You had trouble with that.
Is that a legit question?
Yeah, I'm reading this. I want to know, and you're supposed to fill it in.
Because I think it's fun. I'm having fun.
Okay. You want to know I'm having fun. Oh, that makes sense. Real grammatical. What do you mean boring? Then leave. I don't want you here.
I'm not saying that.
Blame
No.
I don't think it's boring. But to some people, if you want yelling, because we're not yelling yet. He does this very cool, calm, and then he'll just tear your throat out.
No.
Like he did to Poon. Seriously, what you did. And I would have done it too. Poon's a bad guy. But I saw how you did it, David.
Well, I'm not going to be bullied into submission.
Yeah, he's a bully, by the way.
I'm not going to play that game. Listen, Sam, you got to remember this, all right? Being third grade graduation to, third grade special education to graduation of high school, I heard it all. I got to be very, very quick. I got to be very, very quick on the way I respond. I'm also one of 6, all right? I live next door. My uncle lived next door to me. My other uncle lived next door to me. Everyone grew up on the same block. Everybody was busting balls all the time. I know how to get around. Like I don't need to be like, oh, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna hurt you. Blah, blah. That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it.
That little rant was really interesting. What's it about? What are you going off on? I don't get it.
I'm just saying you level people with intelligence, with wit.
Oh.
Don Rickles did it. Don Rickles was the king.
Dude. We agree on that. My favorite Howard Stern is Artie Lang. The French, the French are cowards, but the highest form of humor is wit. The lowest is slapstick. I agree with that. It's like you can't fake wit too. You can read a script, right? Seinfeld, but most streamers don't use wit. Who else? And that's probably why you like me a lot too, because I'm witty, right?
Yeah, you're very fast, and that's not only encouraging, but it's exciting.
Can you not burp? Seriously, I don't like burp. Really. I know Howard Stern. I never liked that. I used to watch him with my daddy, but Artie Lang. No, really. I like wit, I like intelligent people.
Mm-hmm.
I like some Little Mono, Andy Cruz. I like likable personalities. They don't have to say a lot, right? But then most people turn on you if you're groovy. I don't know if David is groovy. I've heard. We're finding out. We know he has to be dominant. He struggles. He's not as smart as he thinks, and he can't accept that. Look, David, I'll tell you why. I don't mean to offend you. I think you're smarter than most people. All right?
I'm very okay. Yeah, I'm very smart. You're right.
But this is what you lack. Probably education. But what you don't do is provide empirical evidence. So all your stories are interesting, but they could be completely weak and fake because you have no proof of it.
Life experiences.
So life experience in the East Coast.
Nobody was reading Hemingway or Jack Kerouac to hear.
But we can talk about both authors. I know a lot. On the road. The thing about Kerouac was he was a Catholic from Provincetown, right. And he went to Columbia on a scholarship, and he hitchhiked, not as much as he claimed, and he wrote this book On the Road. Astonishing. But then people don't know, he wrote some other good books like Big Sur. He was a wonderful writer, but what happened was alcohol. Yeah. So common, it happened to Hemingway, who wrote the great Fitzgerald. These writers had this myth about being drunk. You don't have to be drunk. In fact, their bodies, like Hunter T. Thompson, he drank a lot. The body gives out, and we know from our little world, we used to have this guy named Jorg, right? Do you know Jorg?
Jorg? No, I don't know Jorg.
So he was this guy from Germany, and he would have nothing to do but get drunk and go around these streams. So he showed up, and he was a real bigot, but he had a really charming personality, which sounds weird, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get it.
And I always called him on it. He was very, very, very against the Jewish people, whom I respect, and he was German. So I called him on it every time. In fact, he loved Poon. Poon was so anyway, my point is that everybody laughs. He kept drinking. I said, what are you like sober? He said I'd never seen him sober. So he ended up appearing sickly. He was jaundiced. He had trouble moving. I think his organs were shut down.
Right, but that's not original.
Can I finish? I have a punchline to this. Can I finish?
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, hang on. That's my wife. Talk for a couple minutes, but no N words.
All right. I truly believe, that when you fall in love with these people, like Hunter S. Thompson or Jack Kerouac or even Crumb or any of these artists, where it's because of the original take on something that has already existed, right? It's a very familiar thing, but it's new. It's original. There's nothing original about a drunk. There really isn't. Unless you can make it that way. I just never seen anyone do it. I truly believe that, again, nobody was reading Hunter S. Thompson because they wanted to hear
I'm back. Views better not go down. I did that once, David. Let's say I have 40 views per day. I have 40 and I go off and the views go up. What does that mean? Oh, they just went down.
Well, they want you to continue with this. Yeah.
Let me finish the story. Really, David, seriously, I'm silly, but I try to have little points. I'm so profound and pretentious that Jorg, I knew Jorg, and I called him out. He had this one thing. In fact, somebody smeared me. Little Mono smeared me. I love the people he attacked, right? Not all. I mean, there's bads in every group. So here's the interesting thing to me. This guy was a true anti-Semite, right? And everybody knew. He was very vocal. He'd start shouting, which was kind of interesting. Hitler is evil, but he'd probably be interesting on a podcast, right? So, no, I don't. He's evil. I don't like. Okay. So here's the interesting thing for me, and then I'll be quiet. So, David Buldo, we've been around many people, and you have a big family, and maybe especially an alcoholic, and you're Irish, but I think Italians drink a lot of wine. When a body is breaking down from alcoholism, the organs are shutting down. So this guy, he's starting to be jaundiced. He's yellow. He has trouble with mobility, right? And he had one stream with me. I think he knew he was dying. I think maybe Jesus is real. You know what I'm saying? When you're near death. And he said he was wrong about being anti-Semitic. He was wrong that they're just like everyone else. So this guy, he was an alcoholic. He faced death, and it changed his whole way of talking. Isn't that a little interesting? You don't like it at all. Okay, go ahead. Okay, no. 40 viewers. I'm going off, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. Let's see if they go up or down. David Bullo solo.
Okay. All right, who wants to go watch me buy a pack of smokes while I walk in the store with a cigarette hanging in my mouth? I'm going to smoke inside the store, guys. I'm going to smoke inside the store. We're outside the store right now, and I'm about to smoke in it. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see me walk inside the store smoking a cigarette. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see me smoke inside the store.
Okay, I can't take it. That's really bad.
Oh.
You're going low tier. So let's continue. Well, I put maybe you don't take pressure well. They weren't affected. Nobody left. No gains. I'm interested in David because sometimes he'll have 60 people watching, and one time he had 5. He's the same person. So, is it the time of day, the subject? It interests me because David, he had 5,000. I've never even come close to that. I don't know. Look at this guy. No offense, but I mean, you're not amazing.
No, pretty amazing.
You're interesting, I think.
I think
you're interesting. I think you're smart. I think
right,
you're very biased,
Sam,
but you're you don't know a lot about yourself. Like you think all your theories, and when I ask you what's your source, you go, you know, that's lightweight, man. You're lazy.
Look, it's not everybody's playing. It's trying to do reverse psychology. Oh, yeah.
No.
Shut up.
Well, let me do the Let's do the psychology. Ready for more?
Yeah, go. Hey, Ashton.
You didn't know when I asked you, I want to know, which is interesting. At home.
Wait, what? This is I get the wait.
Okay, it's called sentence completion. It doesn't speak of a high IQ to not
okay. So
understand the concept. It's
at home sleeping. At home sleeping.
At home sleeping. It's not grammatically correct, but you don't have to be. Right? At home, you don't have a verb. I regret.
Nothing.
But look how you are. You have to pay to have sex.
That's not a regret.
Well, you got the money. David would say it's money well spent, right?
Yeah. Okay. Hey, sweet Scorpio, looking good.
Now, somebody accused me of seeing prostitutes like David all the time. No, one time. The second time, I offered the prostitute $100 and she got so mad she kicked me out immediately. So only one complete prostitute, both legal. One was in Amsterdam red light district. I told the story, and that was it. I don't look, if I have money and I can't get women like David, I'll legally, but I don't need to do that. I'm happily married, and I've had a lot of, maybe when he was younger, when he had hair. Sorry, David. I don't insult the person you're testing.
No,
I've gotten mean like that, really.
So we don't.
Why you treat me nice, and look at all the insults.
Look what I just bought. I just bought a jig bone case carbon steel trapper knife. Check this out.
He does show himself and deserves credit. But seriously, if I look like you, I probably wouldn't be on camera.
Get in the car.
I can't help
Get
it.
in the car.
Look at this guy.
Get in the back.
See, I told you. I'm not statistically he's not. But I get these vibes.
Come on, I would never do that.
No, I wouldn't call the police to that extent. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised. Look at this guy.
How about this one? Wait, hold on. Wait. Ready? All right, ready? All right, ready? Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car.
Are those hundreds? Are those hundreds?
Of course.
It doesn't look like that much. What do you got, $1,000?
2.
2,000 seems a lot. A lot of people walk around trying to impress. It makes them feel good. I don't do that because I'm a millionaire.
Really?
David complained about it. Yeah, David complained one stream. He complained about taxes and everything.
You're older than me, right?
How old are you?
I'm 46.
Close to you, not that far.
Oh, okay, all right. Because I'm a millionaire too. I just don't know if I could hold on to it for.
So, do you own your house?
Not yet.
How much equity do you have in the house? Because you're saying you're a millionaire.
How long have I been paying it off?
How much? No, not the money you owe.
No, so like I've been.
If you sold the house, you'd have to pay off the house. What would be? Because you said you're a millionaire, so I'm trying to figure out.
So right now, right, I have probably about $700,000, $800,000 in the house.
Pretty good. You need another 300 to get there.
Right. So
you really don't have 700 because you'd have to pay taxes if you sold it.
Yeah.
So let's say about $500,000. So you need to come up with another $500,000. Go ahead.
Right. So with my Roth, my 401k.
How much do you have in all those assets? The
I
Roth. How much?
At one time, I know it was over a
No,
million.
not one time. How much now?
So right now, I'm going to be honest with you. I broke them up
Okay,
all
can
into
you
bucket
stop
funds.
saying that? You know how, help me too. You don't need to say that. You say, to be honest, we presume that you're being, well, I don't, because you say you lie. But you don't
I have
need to
about
say that because you're not always honest.
I
So
have
don't.
about 10. I have about 10 or 11 bucket funds, and each one of them should have about 30 grand in them. And I'm not
So
happy
that's
with
300, 300,
it.
right?
Yeah.
And you have to pay taxes on that. So that might be 250 at the most after taxes, right? So you got 850,000. You need how much more? 25,
Well, I have
250,000 to be a
I have
millionaire.
my 401k, which would
Well, I
probably.
asked you, you said 10 worth about 30,000. That's 300,000. Did you include that?
Yeah.
Or is it
That's so,
separate?
no, that's my Roth IRA.
You mean you have 300,000 in a Roth IRA?
Yeah, at one time I had like about 800,000 in there, and now
Wow.
because of the past like fucking whatever, I've lost
So does
hammered
that bring
money.
us to 800,000? Selling your house for
Yeah. So
300
my house,
Roth, you
if I
still
sold my
need
house right
200.
now, if I sold my house right now, I probably got 600,000 for it. After taxes, I probably would walk away with.
So I lowered it. So you need about 300,000 to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
You have that?
I
Your
will
car's
have it if
probably
the
worth
economy,
about 10.
the
Go ahead.
economy, because again, I got to wait until I'm 55. If the
Uh-huh.
economy gets better by the time I'm 55, I will be a millionaire again.
So you're not. So you lied. You're not a millionaire.
No, I said I once was.
Oh, you said you once were?
Yeah,
That's really sad.
I
You're
know.
going backward.
I lost a lot of money.
Sorry.
I lost a lot of money. I talk about it all
Wow.
the time.
And here's the thing that this man, not to make you stupid, but this man is single. Most of us have families and wives. So a single man lost $300,000. Wow. Maybe you should stop paying all those to prostitutes and try
It's
real
not
people.
prostitute money.
Yeah,
It
well,
was again. It was gambling in the stock market, and I'm not a
so
gambler.
in the
Trust
stock
me, if I
market,
lose
what
like
you want to
15
do,
bucks,
you want to have index funds. And then you have one individual stock. So you didn't have index funds.
I was
You have
doing.
individual equities.
I was investing aggressively up until last year, or no, 2 years
Well,
ago.
you lost 300,000. It took you
Yeah,
that long to stop. What's your
yes.
IQ?
So here's the thing. I had a financial advisor. I get a fucking phone call. Dave, you got to do this because you
Yeah.
lost this much, and
Wow.
it will keep you from losing any more. And that's why I did
Wow.
that. So I might have to do an
Wow.
aggressive. I might have to put it back aggressively before I'm 55 to just try to make
No,
up for.
I'll tell you what to do. Put it into bonds if you want security and dividends. But just put it in some like Vanguard index funds. They have low fees.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science. You don't want to gamble, and don't take advice from these financial.
I know they want to get the 10%. They want to make money off them. I get it. It was working out great until fucking last
Well, if
year.
they make you
I'm
money,
so
it's
mad.
good.
I
But
curse now
when
because
you lose it all has to do. They help you or not. Plus, you're giving them fees.
yeah,
Three
well
hundred grand
that's
is
why
it's too soon to lose off stocks. And I
you
could
know
give
what?
David advice on stocks because I'm not only a millionaire, I'm like a multi-millionaire.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be a multimillionaire, but
I haven't changed my
I still
lifestyle
have
except
my.
I give people more, like help people more.
If we have another world war, which I'm hoping for, I would probably make a
You're
lot of
hoping
money.
for a war.
Well, yeah, because then if there's a world war, the Raytheon stocks that I have will skyrocket, and I will probably have a lot of money. And plus,
What a really selfish. So you'll accept a world war. So
yeah,
many people
for money.
dying if it helps your stock.
Yes.
I thought you said you're a Christian.
Yeah, but I'm also like a realist too. So like I want to be able to
You're like a realist
like
too, huh?
if I don't have money,
You're a
I can't help
realist,
it.
but you lost. But really, you lost $300,000. Maybe you should change the way you thought. Maybe the good Lord was
Sam,
telling you something. You
I
lost three.
lost more money. I've lost more money than these people have ever earned.
Can we get off
that's
the subject?
yeah. Go ahead.
It's sad, man. I feel bad for you already. You don't have love. I don't know. He said he loves seasons, but if you love someone so much, then you can have a long-term relationship. It's harder. Or you move. I mean, what is David? He could rent out his house. He doesn't have any people who probably care about you. Who cares about you, right, David? No
Well,
offense.
everybody. So here's the thing.
Name
I
one person.
I don't really talk about this, but
Name one.
I mean, I used
Okay,
to
I'm
do it. I did
sorry.
it.
I'm too intrusive. I didn't mean
No,
this.
because
My
like
apologies.
this is the truth, right? I can't show you guys certain things, right? But I did a couple times, and you know, it didn't. I'd rather not. You know what I mean? I do show you guys certain things to like rub it in, but
Can
then
I
I
say
do other.
something important,
Yeah.
please? You lost me. I don't care. Moose Knuckle Outdoors. Who are you? You're
Oh, he's
some
my.
nothing. You're some nothing in chat. You're not funny. You're critical. I don't want you anyway. Oh, I don't want to see you. I hope you left.
He's my
But
manager.
thank you, David Fox. These might be your people. I don't know. Weed. Yeah, yeah. It's called. It's called. Sorry. Am I better stoned or not?
Oh, you're great, Sam. You're spot on
I'm
tonight.
stoned. Yeah, it's legal, probably, but weed. Yeah,
You said
there's
that
a
like
lot of weed
a bit.
happening between
You
us.
said
Are
that
you
so
are you smoking too?
it's legal.
Yeah, it's so absurd to be against the law in some states. Really, just feds do your. It's like it has a change classification. It was classified by the federal government as bad as fentanyl. So don't ever put people in jail over. Isn't it astonishing to think that people went to jail because of marijuana?
Yeah. I again I point out Kamala Harris. I mean, putting tons of dividing tons of families, ripping fathers and mothers and
Yeah,
children
but
away.
you don't have to. She doesn't impress me or most people.
But you know how many people's
That's an
lives.
easy call. I mean, who is I? Why? How did she get to run for vice president? Because Biden said this is what he said. He didn't. He wasn't Martin Luther King, because Martin Luther King said, "Let's base people on their character, not their racial or ethnic. Not just are they good? Do they have character?" But Biden said he's going to have a woman and a black woman, right? Boy, isn't it good? I mean, I don't know because
He
Trump
wanted
is
a
going to kill us,
brown.
but imagine Biden being president or Harris. Look,
It was a
they're
disaster.
all
They
terrible.
wanted the first
Yeah.
brown woman of whatever in there, and it didn't work out. She turned out to be a drunk. He turned out to be a nutbag.
I
And
think most people are smart enough to say, because black people voted for Trump, right? People are smart enough. No, we're going to go with merit. We're going to go with Martin Luther King, not
did
this
you
woke
did you
BS.
vote? Did you vote for Barack Obama?
Okay. I have a
Did you vote for
constitutional
Barack?
right not to tell you.
Okay, but
Try to trap me. You see
I
that?
guarantee you, because you're a white person, you voted for him because of the
Well,
color of
I'm
his skin. And here's the other
100
thing:
years ago,
black
I would have
people
been
voted for
black.
him because of the color of his skin. And
100
this
years
is
ago, they had a one drop rule. And we think my father, who's from New Orleans, had some Cajun in him. So,
so what? So what?
I mean, that's a good thing. I'm saying I'm a person of part color, I guess.
Oh, Sam, my point is that the only reason why this guy became president was because of the color of his skin, and nobody
This
likes to
is
point that out.
this is a
The
really
reason,
good comment. I think it's true, but David could just there are correlates and there's coefficient scores. Like some tests have a high relation IQ, but the condition of dyslexia, I think, is unrelated to IQ because there's not reading that test I gave you.
well,
So what a great this guy is smart, huh?
explain Albert Einstein. How the hell? Because he was a dyslexic. How the hell did he figure things out? He used to watch
I
things in
want
his
to
mind.
answer your question.
Okay.
Finish that part,
Okay.
please.
So most of his theories, right, were based off of limited information, right? And what he did, even not only Einstein, but who the hell was the guy? The theory of the apple falls out of the tree. Anyway,
Oh, that physics, Newton.
yeah, Newton. All right, even him. All right, these
Right. Oh,
guys
you're
had
right. You're
limited
right.
knowledge,
You're right.
limited knowledge, and then they saw things happen in front of them, and they said, "Ta-da! That's it. That's how I live my life. I don't read books to get the answers. If someone tells me how does
Okay,
this happen,
can I intervene here?
yeah.
So there's a biography I read by Isaacson, The Life of Einstein. Everything David said was correct. David probably has a special affinity for Einstein because Einstein was at Princeton for a great deal of his later life with Oppenheimer, and David lives in New Jersey. You can actually, I'm going to say what I know about Einstein, David, but interrupt me. You can actually go see the brain of Einstein. I think it's called the Meter Physical Medical Oddity, something like that, in Philadelphia. And after he died, they sliced up his brain and sent it off to different people. So Einstein, there's a lot of myth. They say he flunked. No, he didn't flunk. He just wasn't great early on, and he was slow at language development. But he was a patent officer in Switzerland, and he'd look out the window, and he saw this clock tower, and from that, he formed partly the theory of relativity, just like observing nature, because it was unknown. We only knew what we knew. So he had to come up with new conceptions, like of gravity and time and space. Okay, David doesn't care. Sorry, see, I go off. But David, I know this stuff. I read biographies, but David can't read because reading is not comfortable. It's always been a negative. And even though he's a tall guy, he was probably he had to go to school summer, or maybe he didn't go. He should have gone because look at him. He could have been something.
Yeah, well,
and he smokes and he buys prostitutes.
Can I get a pack of Marlboro Reds, please?
Okay, thanks for coming on. I'm not going to have you do this on air. Come back if you want. He's too much. But he shows his personality, good and bad. He's probably been bullied, and he kind of is very passive aggressive. David has incredible anger, but he hides it behind a calm person. This was like Russell Cook. Russell Cook was like David, and I poked him, and he ended up wanting to kill me on air. Look at this guy.
Look how tall I am. I'm 6 foot.
I thought you were 6'3". I'm nearly your height. I thought you were tall.
Hey, what's up, man?
Don't. If you need to go off, go off. But I want your full attention. Not saying hello to strangers. What are you doing?
Look at my car. There's no dents, no dings, nothing. Look at the car. No dents, no dings.
Nice.
Look at it.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice. That's probably your best feature? Your car has no dings. Okay, let's go on with this. Are you listening?
Yeah.
My greatest ambition is
success.
I was going to say maybe be good on air.
Okay.
Shoot for that. I couldn't get along without
money.
The kind of people I like most are
white people.
I thought you were going to say prostitutes. The trouble with my home. There's some awareness. He finally got some insight. The dick don't care. I'll pay for it. Just get me there. Not over there. I was doing Cat in the Hat, but it got away from me. Okay, pussy, you ready?
Yeah.
The trouble with my home. Uh-oh.
It's not paid off.
Oh, good. There's parts of New Jersey. Okay. It makes me nervous to
pee.
It makes you nervous to pee?
Yeah, so I have this thing now where it's like my urine's starting to like get really dark,
Okay,
and I
let's
think my
move on.
kidney.
No, seriously, I know what you're doing. Move on.
You know,
I don't like when you do that. You know, I'm not going to like
that,
that.
that's the truth, though. I swear to God, you guys.
The truth is, I don't want you to do it. That's the truth too, right?
Okay, well, that I'm
Look,
just.
you're on my channel, David. It's
All right,
not
I'm sorry.
fair. You're not sorry. You didn't get away with it. I feel most proud of.
My penis.
I thought you were going to, the Howard Stern 0.0. My strongest wish is to.
Okay.
See, some of
Wait.
these are good, huh?
Yeah, because I was gonna say hurt someone, but I don't want to hurt it. My
Oh, no, you're
yeah.
supposed to the first word that comes out.
Oh my God.
Keep
I
it
was
out
gonna say.
there.
I was
My
gonna say
strongest, who do you want to? No,
kill
it's a
Magda.
very real part of us. And
I
I
want to kill.
did try to kill somebody once.
Yeah, I want to kill Magda.
We have a very violent part of us.
Yep.
Let's not, but we control it.
Yeah.
I don't know these people, so I'm moving on. But if you want to kill someone on the internet, you might have a problem. Why do you want to kill this person?
It's like again, like if I could do it, like the hand of God, I would, but no.
Says the man who only had one fight. Big tough. Always. This not relevant. If you only have one fight in life, you don't have to worry about it. Magna got nothing to worry about, right?
No.
Well, you just said you've only been in one fight. So
well,
why
yeah, I don't live my life. I don't live my life with brute force. Like I don't do that.
Maybe you should.
No, you know what I did? I did that
Little
already.
brute force.
No, come on.
No, be a man. We got brute force sometimes.
Well, again,
men don't have to tell us about their penis all the time. Put it away. You're always bringing it up. Really. I'm happily, my dick want to like be free like you, but my heart keep it to one lady. Right. She's so beautiful. That's because the other relationships, the women didn't get better, usually got worse. But my wife gets better.
I mean, look at the girl that I'm with now.
Very pretty.
I mean, come on.
Pretty, yeah, but she's a prostitute, I think.
No.
Okay, let me tell you what I said. Don't get mad at me. David on air said he was going to spend money on this dame like never before. You said that.
Yeah.
Didn't you? Well, of course, if you're going to spend all this money on her, what do you think she wants you for? How are you spectacular?
That was to rub it into all my past love interests and lovers and stuff like that. I mean, because they know how much money I spend.
I forget. Did you say you're bisexual? I forget.
No, I mean, I wish I was gay.
You say you're gay and you're not. You play that game, right?
No, I wish I was, yeah.
That sounds really gay people. I don't think they have it easy unless they live in like West Hollywood. I mean, people.
Everywhere. What are you talking about?
Okay, universally, first of all, I'm for gay constitutional rights. I'm not anti-gay, but most societies historically now don't like the gay. Do they?
Well, yeah, around the world, yeah.
No. Well, that's what I'm saying. If I have two boys, if one was gay, I would prefer not. I mean, I'd still love him, the cliche, but no, because they go through, they don't, all the families and not having kids. It's tough to be gay, so leave the gay alone. But David has all these weird gay focus. I don't know.
Yeah, I have a lot of gay people in my life. A lot of gay people here.
Like
and
who?
I truly love them.
What gay person?
Name one gay person. Like, do you want me to help?
Don't say Russell Cook. He'll kill me. Poor Russell.
Dashton. Dashton's awesome to me.
Dashton?
You know who's really good to me? Denise R.
What about this idiot? Joy idiot. Sam Hill is clearly a tard. No, I'm clearly very bright. Ask David. Who are you? Who are you? Look at you. You're nothing. I don't see you come up. You're a nothing, man. You're clearly a nothing. You're in this chat. I don't even want you here.
Oh,
You're not simulcasting, are you?
Yeah, I am. I asked you if I could do
Thanks
that.
for asking me.
I did. I asked you.
No, you did not. Not in this one.
Oh, you want me to
Yeah,
undo it?
but just tell every chat to get out of here. Go away. If they're not nice to me.
All right, guys, go
Okay,
away. Go away.
not really. Actually, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
As long as you don't break the boundaries. Otherwise, we can have fun here.
I like everyone's opinion, even the trolls' opinion. They can have an opinion on me. It's just like, don't kill me, don't hurt me, don't.
Yeah, I
You know what
think
I
we
mean?
agree on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But chat, you're not, I mean, some of you aren't that smart. Like they drove off May Noodles as she should have gone. And now I lost maybe the most entertaining person I know on here. I don't know who David had. I've heard a couple of his guests. They kiss his butt. They're not that smart, but I mean, they seem nice. They're just not entertaining, right?
Well, they're people that have been around YouTube. They're people that watch YouTube videos. I mean, that's what we're all doing, right? I assume so.
No,
I mean,
we're on air talking and showing how cool we are and like make good comments. Like Russell Cook. So what? Russell, what's wrong with you, Russell? And sometimes I don't think he likes me. He doesn't like me telling the story when he wanted to kill me or break my arm. He must hate that, right, Dave? You know that story, right?
who wants to break your arm? Russell
So
Cook?
I think I told you that Russell Cook. You see the guy in chat? Chat. I told you that he wanted to kill me. I told you that story, right?
Really? Why do people want to kill you?
Well, so I created a show.
I'm sorry. Sam's channel is Sam Hill American, right?
Wow, how nice, American.
America.
How nice of you to do. No, hardly anybody ever does that.
Well,
I thought you're supposed to be really mean.
I promote your channel. I post your channel all the time.
You're setting me up. You see how he's really nice. Not many people promote it, and you're being very nice.
You know
but
what?
people warn me about you.
You are around these horrible, horrible losers, man. Horrible, horrible losers.
That's true.
I think that's the problem.
Maybe you are nice.
I like Sex Pest. I like Sam. I like Sam. I like a lot of people on YouTube. May was very nice to me. You know how many people
like May.
I was like, yeah, May's a terrible fucking person. You know, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out. Listen,
the people who go after her. One lady was a catfish. She posted she was 68, getting younger men. Another one is Charlotte, who wants to obsess on general. She had a relationship for a month or two for years, and I was cool to her. And now because I like May Noodles, this Charlotte wants to go to war with me. These are not happy people.
I had to talk to Charlotte, and I said, Charlotte, listen to me, because that was the woman who said it to me, by the way. That's the woman who told me that.
She's obsessed, and now she's obsessed hating me. The only thing I said was stop being hateful and obsessed, and she's obsessed and hateful. I'm so lucky, these people.
That's what I told her. I said, Charlotte, I've never been evil to you. I've always joked around with you. You joked around with me. I have no problem with you, and you fucking know that.
What did she say?
You do not.
What did she say?
You do not attack me because of who I like.
Oh.
I don't go to.
Wow.
Listen, Charlotte, and I know she's watching. Charlotte, listen to me. I think you're funny.
They're obsessed. We're just some dudes on the internet.
Yes.
I don't want no war. She's Charlotte. And people only want you now because you're predictable and hateful. She goes after kids. She goes out. Okay, David. These people were a fan of mine. One thing I said they don't like and they're gone. That's what I mean. Don't make like David says he loved. He doesn't love most of you. You don't give a fuck about most of you. I'm sorry.
That's not true.
If you're entertaining his chat,
No, Sam, that's not true. Ask anyone who calls me or has conversation. Guys,
really?
If I didn't give a shit about you, I wouldn't fucking pick up. I wouldn't respond. There's certain times that I can't because like either I'm in a lot of pain. Why
don't you get a real life with real people and not depend on these phony friends in chat?
I do.
Like, who's your friend? Name one friend in real life. His first name. You have 5 seconds. Who's your best friend?
My best friend?
The name.
He's living with me. You guys know him. I'm not gonna dox him out, but you guys know.
I know him.
I've known this guy since kindergarten. The doctor.
Really? You live
Yes.
with a, why don't you live by yourself? Why do you live with another man?
The two men that moved into my house. Johnny What used to work for my family. I met him when I was like 19 years old. The
Oh,
guy has been working for my family ever since. He called me up one year and he goes, "Dave, listen, I'm the guy selling the house that I'm living in. He goes, I'm going to be living in the van. Can I stay with you for this winter and I'll find another place?" I said, "Sure, absolutely."
no, you say
He never
no.
left.
You
He
say
never left.
no.
He never left.
A
Okay.
lot of, this cliche, I haven't had a lot of people, but a couple of people, I had people don't want to leave. I had a party, 100 people came. And a lot of those people were Filipino. And I said, I don't like really people spending overnight. I'm very picky, but okay, as long as they leave by 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock the next day, I go out, and there's a bunch of people on the couch being served food and drinks watching football. It was past 12 o'clock. Get the, we're having something come up. I'm
Would you have like a
already.
fit?
We're
Like
having
one
a
of those
big
guys
party
that had a
come up.
fit, like their hands would go up like wait, hold on, let me do it. Hold on. You'd
How
do
do you
like this.
live with other men?
You'd
I
start
don't
like,
want to
get out
live.
of the
I don't want to live. Who'd want to live with David Buldo? No offense, right?
house.
I mean,
I'm a
you
good
want to
time.
walk around and not see
I'm a good time.
David. Yeah,
Ask
but
anyone who
I
spent
want a
time at my
quiet.
house.
I don't want a good time. I'm not 18. I went through all that. I want my not
Sam, I'm a
you.
good cook. I'm a good cook. I'm a good host. I'm very loving and
You know
understanding.
what I
And
mean, though. You know what I mean. Okay, ready?
yeah,
The kind of people I like most are,
white people.
oh, David.
Okay.
Okay, don't
Happy
do that.
people.
That was shtick, right?
All right, yeah, that was shtick. All right.
Don't get me in
All
trouble.
right. The question
I've
was again.
already been smeared, David Bolo, and I don't
All right.
like
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. I just
Yeah.
call you on it.
Okay. All right. Come on.
You
It's
sneak
getting
it.
kind of.
You sneak in many things. You think
All
I
right.
don't know.
It was getting kind of funny. It was getting kind of funny. I'm sorry,
With
guys.
you, no, that isn't funny with me.
Okay.
I kicked little Rebus out because he said things like that.
All right. I apologize.
One time is enough.
All right.
It makes too much. I don't want to humiliate you. Yeah, he probably won't end up liking me. I think he really, because people tell me he's all about on air. He doesn't care. They say you don't care
Why
about
do you
anyone.
want me to hate you so much?
No, why are you being nice? There's got to be a motivation. People are not nice here.
I'm
I mean,
nice.
like Raleigh. What are you doing? Raleigh's the guy who took down. What are you doing here? You want to take down a channel again? David is a poon bully. I don't really know David that well. He seems kind of interesting, but
I
he
am not a
slips in. He's not genuine. He told us. He says Shaw is about truth. David Bully is about performance. And
bully.
I don't think he meant it when he said every woman needs a smack, because I think that's a criminal assault. So it shows me
Corporal
you're a shock
punishment.
kind of guy.
No, it's corporal punishment. If we can do it to kids, then women, then a 200-pound fat mom could take it.
Okay,
You know
can
what I
we move
mean?
on? No, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Is that a lisp? Yeah, I had a tooth out. I have a little bit of a lisp. It's true. So what? What do you got? You're failed. You got nothing. You got to take down channels.
Actually, Reverend Jim Jones is a kind of amazing guy. He has something to do with
So the
Alex Jones.
Reverend, it's interesting what the Shakespearean King Lear, what arrogance can do to you. And it might have been working on Trump in that case. Who were you talking about?
That
Who did you bring
account
up?
there. He's my
The
link
what?
to Alex.
The
He's
what?
he's my Alex Jones link to Alex Jones.
So with Alex Jones and that other person, what happens is people get arrogant. And the Shakespearean thing was hubris. Actually, that's from the Greeks. Hubris is like King Lear. You think you don't see your fallibility, right? And people around you, like Trump, their jobs depend on it. So your sense of reality, like King Lear got weaker, and his daughter, he had daughters, said, King Lear, you're sleeping as much as David Buldo. You're losing energy, and you're old. And he like sent her away to prison or something. I forget. The other daughter said, "Oh yeah, David Bolo, you're so wonderful." You get the idea that even on here, we need people to tell us the truth, and I'm telling David the truth. I don't really think he's a serial killer.
I'm successful. Blah 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 blah. What's the next? Sam,
He doesn't say successful.
This is an IQ test. This isn't about you. It's about me.
You're a little above average. That's good. That's a good thing.
All right, but Sam, I could take a lump of clay and turn it into a masterpiece.
Yeah.
That's beyond intelligent.
Yeah.
Beyond.
No, that's not IQ. That's not IQ like. It's this kind of artistic intelligence. Remember, I told you that the IQ predicts. So a lot of people take the IQ because they want to go to school. So it's really good, or they want to, because IQ does correlate to success a lot in society, like doctor, lawyer. There's a correlate. What does David do? I don't know. He walks around a lot. He paints a lot. I don't see him really doing a whole lot.
Sam, my brain, right? I can ride things physically with my brain, and I don't know if you understand what this is.
Isn't it interesting that he's handicapped reading wise, but he's gifted as an artist? Different parts of the brain, right? But he hasn't done anything with your art, right?
Right.
You wasted your talent.
You just don't know how to
making money with that.
I know. Tell me how to do it. I don't know how to do it.
I don't know. I'm not about money. Talk to Riley. He's supposed to be rich or something. Although Riley fixes appliances. So I don't know how you really get rich on that. Especially nowadays, most people throw him away. I don't know who he is. He says he's schizophrenic. He took down my channel, and he's an interesting guy, I guess. He wrote a book. And I have something uncomfortable to say to Riley that you know. Should I say it?
Absolutely.
It's really going to embarrass him.
Oh, do it. Yes.
Well, it's kind of an esoteric kind of put down that most of you won't care about. If you're going to spend time writing a book, you want a publisher to give you money for it. You don't have to self-publish. I think he
self-published it.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I mean, that's kind of cool. I mean, people used to do that DIY.
No, it's not kind of cool.
Yeah, well, it's DIY. It's kind of punk rock to do that.
But there are some people who self-published who did make millions of dollars. So sometimes it worked. I think The Martian, remember that movie? That was originally written on the computer. And it made the guy a lot of money. So maybe it's changing. Maybe go check out, if you like pentagrams, Riley's GLM said he got pentagram. Riley denied the pentagrams. You go and check them out. I don't know about I actually am. David, did you know this about me?
What? That you're into
I'm a published poet in the New Yorker.
Are you?
I published a poet. Yeah, it helped get me in college.
That's amazing. You would be the third person I know that's actually published. I'm always I'm serious too. To be published is like one of the things that I've never done, and I need to be before I pass away.
Maybe you could be. Yeah. Sometimes it's just a matter of being pushed. Like I did go to Hollywood, and I don't know if I could have, I think I would have been good on a sitcom or something, but because I couldn't take rejection, I went to 2 auditions. So hustling is a big deal that David hasn't successfully done.
That's me too.
Yeah, it's me. Like here, seriously, I'm not motivated to. I'm doing this. Sorry,
it's such a depressing feeling that I don't want to get involved with. So I had the psych. Right,
now we're going depressing.
As a child growing up, I had this fascination with this musician, right? And I found out that this musician was in the comic.
Did it involve your penis?
No.
He always brings up his penis.
No, he was
Or
this. He's one of the
then
most
you can
amazing
talk about
songwriters.
it.
One of the most amazing songwriters I've ever met in my life. Again, he's like a big part of my childhood growing up. And I found out he liked comics. And I was this close to sending my
Comics are
artwork to
great.
him. And
Yeah.
I didn't want to do it because I didn't want him telling me no. It would have ruined everything. I met my heroes, some of my heroes, and I was always let
So
down.
does this end in failure?
I never did it. I guess
Well,
so.
I have those stories too. Let me think. Oh, not really. Here. Why am I spending so much time here? There you go. Talk about complaining. Yeah, people in chat want to hear me. But there's smart people in chat. There's Jim Jones. I mean, he got people to unalive. That's pretty powerful. But you brought up Jim Jones. I wanted to say that it's Shakespearean that Jim Jones started off a good guy. He fought discrimination. He was inclusive. He helped create a community, food sharing, and he got corrupt. Maybe David's getting corrupt. I think you got to be bigger to get corrupt. But right, and that's Trump, and Shakespeare was just saying that's human nature. One person who was not corrupted was George Washington, because he probably at one point could have been declared like king. So he probably could have won a third term, maybe. He walked. How many people walk away from power? And Trump doesn't walk. Who the fuck walk? So I don't know.
He killed
David
so
and
many.
me will have
He
to. We'll
killed
be
so many
kicked
fucking
out.
people. They didn't want to deal with it anymore. That
What?
was George Washington.
What?
He killed so many people that he didn't want to do it anymore. He even said that. There was
He
supposed to be a
said
second
that?
revolution.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
So George Washington gave a speech in front of, I guess at the time it would have been considered Congress. It was they wanted a second revolution, and George Washington, according to the thing that I remember reading, was he was wearing his glasses. He was older, and he said he took off his glasses, rubbed his eyes, and said, "I fought a war for like 12 years. I don't want to go through this again."
Boy, what a great man. What
Yeah,
a
and
great
he
man.
he spoke the truth, and instead of lying
Yeah.
to these people.
Yeah.
And that's why we're still taxed to this very day. So we should have hung George Washington, in my opinion.
Oh, don't say that, David.
Well, I mean, really, I
You
mean,
put that in at the end. Why do you, I think you did that on purpose.
I don't.
There would have been no creation, there would have been no successful revolution without George Washington. He was the one figure it had to have, or it wouldn't have happened. You know that. And now you're denigrating him?
Yeah, because he pushed
Really?
out. He pushed out when the country needed him the most. In
They
my
needed
opinion,
him
he
the
did.
most to win the revolution. David, stop.
Okay,
You're so ridiculous.
I don't think it was that ridiculous to say that.
Where did you get that? Where did you get that critique of Washington? From where?
Okay, according to what I've read, all right,
Read where?
they
Read where?
on the internet,
Where on
all
the
right,
internet?
probably YouTube, and it was probably a video.
Probably YouTube. Oh, well, you see the references. He gives no reference. Oh, probably, probably on the internet.
All right, all
Come
right. How
on,
about this? All
David.
right, how about this? How about this?
Okay,
So there's
seriously, you're wrong about Washington. Maybe like in Whiskey Rebellion had other rebellions,
yeah,
but Washington was done. He was an old man, and I read this again. Isaacson writes a bunch of biographies, or was it? No, it's Ron Chernoff. I think it was Ron Chernoff, and big biography. He was done. Actually, he should have lived longer, but the story about the leeches was true. You know that story, right, David?
with the leeches, putting leeches all over his body.
Yeah. In the
Yeah.
day, that was a medical, but don't trust doctors. It drained his blood, like 3/4 of his blood. He went out to work. He had a cold. He went out to work and he came back and he caught a bad cold and then he got pneumonia. And treatment was they put on leeches to draw out the blood, but it drew out too much, and he probably would have lived if not for the leeches. Poor Washington.
Yeah. You know that Benjamin Franklin said that the cure for the flu was actually jumping in cold water. He thought a cold bath
Really?
would cure the flu. And according to doctors,
Uh-huh.
when your body is exposed to the cold,
Uh-huh.
your immune system boosts.
Yeah.
And he wasn't necessarily wrong about that. That was back
Well, there's a range of temperature. Let's
then.
say, I don't know, 50 to 90. After 100, you need to cool off. So the cold water probably made it worse, right?
According to these doctors, they're saying that your immune system gets a jump start when your
Oh,
when your body is exposed to cold like that,
I didn't know that.
which would make it so that the flu was shorter. And Benjamin Franklin swore by this, and whenever he had the flu or something, he would jump into a cold lake or stream.
Did you see Benjamin? Did you see the where he's buried in Philly? Go by
No,
there. I did.
maybe when I was a kid, they
He
brought us up.
was he was an amazing man, known throughout the world for inventions. But he was kind of older when the revolution came. But he went to France, and so did Adams, who was the second president. Adams was very stiff, but Benjamin Franklin fucked around, and nobody listened in France to Paris to Adams, but they did to Benjamin Franklin, who ended up fucking one person, the royal court, and he helped get the French because they liked this guy. Franklin was amazing. He was an inventor.
Yeah.
He created like the post office. He started out not that rich, but he ended up one of the wealthiest men in America. And he was an amazing man. And yeah, good thing for Ben Franklin because he got the pussy, and the royal court liked him. Partly but for these Europeans have a different sense of values. We tend to be more unsophisticated. I don't know why
Oh,
you're
wow.
talking about your penis so much, by the way, David.
Dorian Gray's father, she's saying that Dorian Gray's father was sent to Guyana to identify the people with identical records.
Who wrote Dorian's, was it Dorian something? Who wrote that? Dorian Gray? Who wrote that?
The something of Dorian Gray.
Oscar Wilde.
Yeah.
Why don't you know that?
Pictures of
I
Dorian
think
Gray.
people say the best stream around is Steve Billings' Asylum. I don't know Steve well, but he seems a really good guy. So check out. He's super big, and he deserves it. You know, Steve.
You know, here's the thing: all this stuff that's going on right now with the gun showing and stuff like that. Guys, let people have channels. If you really, I don't agree with taking 20 of my channels disappeared because people did this shit to me. They false flagged me, whatever. I mean, I could say it like this: hey, you know what, Steve, get over it. It happened to me so many times. It probably happened to him so many
I
times.
didn't know any of this. What happened to you too?
Yeah,
I really don't know that.
I'm not. I don't want that happening to anyone.
I don't know Steve well, but he knows of me, and we say hi sometimes, and
Yeah,
people like
it's
him.
the same thing with me. I say hi and goodbye to
There you
Steve.
go.
And that's it. But here's the thing: there are people that are so entrenched in this fucking fake ass drama bullshit that they're taking down people's channels again. And I don't know exactly what happened between him, Nicolina, and J Mac. Right? I have no
These are
idea.
people from your world, so I can't add
Yeah,
anything.
and it's just like it's game on now again. Steve, I wish you the best. I don't want anything to do with this. J Mac,
Yeah,
I want to be on the channel.
there you go.
Nicolina, I love you.
There you go.
I
Steve's
can't.
a funny guy. Yeah, seems like good. So I completely enjoy listening to me. However, I'm not able to listen to Sam. What? What? I thought I read that at first differently. I thought you didn't have the ability to. What? Do you want to comment on? He completely enjoys listening to you. However, he's not able in a negative way to listen to me. Comment.
So from the moment that I remember the first time I listened to you, I thought to myself, what a fabulous voice! Like you can't. And it has a fabulous voice. I think that I can listen to certain people talk about things and talk about nonsense, and I think they're one of those people. I think
I go back to either you like Bob Dylan's voice, which isn't technically good, or you don't. I happen to like Bob Dylan. I think I'm the same kind of way, right?
Yeah,
Because some people are probably repelled by my voice.
well, that's good because you don't want fence walkers. You have fence walkers. I think it's the
No,
laziest.
they're okay. Fence walkers are fine.
I
Better
don't like
than
fence
people who don't
walkers.
like me.
I'd rather people
Namcap is
love
really
me
a
and hate me.
classy guy. He's a good guy. I've talked to him on air before. Clothes, I'm very vain. Very vain. I say that, but I don't do anything to make it better. Right?
Camo
What
cowgirl. So
about David Bolo? I'm still getting to learn about David Bolo, but we both have to do package because people
so
have
wait,
told me, warned me about David.
wait. So you're just
Really?
waiting for me to attack you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Look what you did to Seasons.
Well, I dumped her.
You called
So
her
what?
a liar.
Everyone lies. Everyone on this platform lies, Sam.
Some are little lies. Some people lie on a regular basis. I'm trying to think the last time I lied.
Well, I mean, put it this way: a
Let
lot
me
of people don't tell the truth because of what? Maybe they want to, they don't want to get doxxed. They don't want to whatever. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
blame anyone for lying here.
No, don't defend any of us because you'll get attacked. Don't say anything nice to us or you'll get attacked. But if you hate us, you'll be very popular. That's so cynical, but true. But I thought that person was going to say, I want to get to be able to hear Sam Hill, but he didn't say that. This is ridiculous. I would never take advice from a person who can't look. Well, it might be a really shy person. Some people are just very shy. It might depend on the culture. Right? When I walked down Kensington Boulevard, I didn't look anybody in the eye.
Well, people,
because it's a challenge, right? So
you're challenging people when you look them in the eye.
Yeah,
too.
right.
Animals want to tell you not to make eye contact.
Yeah.
Dogs don't do it. Gorillas don't do it. It's a thing. You're challenging people.
Yeah, I forget. Somebody told me if an animal's coming at you, are you supposed to look at them or not? I forgot that part because sometimes where I live, coyotes beat and kill human beings. I don't know. Are you supposed to look at them? I tried that with dogs. Do you look at them? Because I used to jog a lot. Yeah, jogging, sometimes the dogs would go at me.
If you look a dog in the eye,
yeah,
they might attack you.
Okay.
They might take it as a form.
I love dogs, but Poon attacked me. He's kicking dogs. See, Poon is a common enemy of us, right? But I kind of like him.
I don't think he's an enemy. I don't like when you talk that way about this guy because here's the thing.
What did he say?
When you declare someone an enemy, all right, that means that you're competing with them with something. I don't compete with that. I don't compete for anything with that guy.
What was the comment? What did they say about me?
No, you said that he's our enemy.
Who?
You said that, Poon.
Yeah, that was stupid. You're right. Sorry. So here's Russell Cook. The out of Africa. See, this guy's kind of smart. You know what he's referring to? David Bolo.
And the out of Africa theory is considered valid.
What is it?
It isn't considered valid anymore.
What is it?
Yes, you want to know why, Russell?
You want to know
why?
What is it?
It says it isn't. And you want to know why it's
not
considered?
What is the theory, David Bolo? What is it?
That we all came out of Africa, every single one of us. We descended from an African lemur or something like that. Yeah. Here's the thing. The reason why that's not accurate is because of what I said before. If that is true, then that means that the rest of the world is human and the sub-Saharan African is not.
I'll give you my answer that maybe David doesn't keep up. If he read more, that the theory has been disparaged because supposedly they buried earlier bones in Scandinavia outside of Africa. So I don't know. Maybe
I think
that's what Arbor fans talking about.
it's a
Just
theory of
recently.
convenience. It's a theory of convenience, and they want everyone to think that
Many
we're all
theories turn out
related.
not to be true,
Well,
for
I don't
sure.
think we are. I think we're different breeds of monkey. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Different
Like kind of
breeds.
like
Yeah,
well,
but the
kind of
question
like
was, where was the very first appearance of humanoids, whatever we're called?
human.
Neanderthal.
Well, it depends. I mean, we're not like Africans. We have Cro-Magnon DNA in us, where sub-Saharan Africans do not. So explain that.
Yeah.
We
David does know a
the
lot of stuff. Sam
Cro-Magnon men
goes from
didn't disappear.
IQ test questions to didn't know we're all black. Why not? We're all over the place. That's what I like, Betty. This guy knows a lot. Most of you are dummies. Look at the people in chat. David knows a lot of stuff. He probably watches a lot of documentaries, not read, because he's dyslexic.
Well, here's the thing. Like,
Or David.
if I have a question, right?
Yeah.
I want to know the answer, and I don't like. I won't go. I do this with Bible studies. Dude, Sam, you have no idea. I did these Bible studies for 5 years, and these guys were so frustrated with me. I feel so bad for them.
Some of
They
the
were very
stories
nice.
are magnificent, though. Those Bible stories. I love
Yeah,
them.
I have like a million questions. It's just not. It can't be answered by man. Like,
Why don't you answer me one? Maybe I'm a man. Maybe I can answer. Go ahead.
okay, here you go.
Okay.
Why did Jesus Christ cry when Lazarus died, and not the little girl?
Who is the little girl again? I know Lazarus.
Okay, so there was this woman who was screaming and crying and throwing a fit because the daughter died. And he goes, "What are you doing? Why are you crying? Your daughter's just sleeping." That's what he told the woman, the mother. And he goes, "Don't worry about it. It's okay." You know, he's trying to console her. But when Lazarus died, he had a fit. He started sobbing. He couldn't deal with it. Why?
Think of his breath, the breath on Lazarus. I mean,
It was
it's a traumatic event when you die and you're in the ground and you have to come out. I heard that he was never the same again, Lazarus, after he died and came back. And I get that, right? Maybe he didn't want to come back.
Well, here's the thing. I asked about this, and there is no words or anything like that of Lazarus saying, "Jesus, why the hell did you do that? I was in the heaven with your father." He never said that. Jesus Christ said that death is instantaneous to resurrection, and the dead know nothing. So that means that when you die, you are dead to the world, like you described. And when you are risen, there is no time in between. You don't have any whatever. So he resurrected him right away, like Lazarus.
But if you're Lazarus, you're going to have trouble with social conversation. Somebody might be talking about, "Oh, that was a great Christmas party," and Lazarus got to say, "Well, I was. What were you doing?" And he got to say, "I was in the ground dead."
Right, but he didn't know that. According to Jesus.
But he knows, okay, but after he was brought back to life, what happened? And they would have said, "Dude, you were buried, dead."
Right.
So people would have told him.
Jesus explained that to him.
I know, but just, he's going on with his life, Lazarus, and he got to tell people he came from the dead.
All right,
that would people probably want to be by him.
Okay, but Sam, my point is, why did he cry over Lazarus and not the little girl? Why did he tell the mother?
It's like the mysteries of the faith, sir. That's what they always say in church.
And something else is up with that.
Oh yeah. I purposely don't analyze the Bible because I want to keep believing. So I compartmentalize.
You have to analyze.
Well, I do. Yeah, don't overthink. So you see, I bring up Barbarous all the time, David.
What do you mean?
Well, aren't you looking at the screen?
No, I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm driving.
So I'm showing a picture of Barbarous. Okay. And everybody's cheering him on. Oh, the mob. Just like you, some of you might, you cheer on the hate. You choose somebody like David over me. That comment, the person like David, but they chose Barbarous. because the crowd was louder. The cool people, it wasn't like, don't shout. And this scumbag, the mob chose Barbarous instead of at the left of the picture. They're dragging off the one true Jesus. They could have freed Jesus Christ, but then again, he was supposed to die. So I don't know. I guess the crowd was supposed to be loud. It confuses because he was supposed to die.
The disciples struggled with that too.
Yeah.
The disciples, one of them whipped out their sword to try to protect Jesus from these abductors, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Jesus told them, said, put your swords back.
Yeah.
And don't ever do that again.
He was an amazing cat. I mean, believe him, but even if you don't believe him, he was pretty amazing. Don't you think, David?
Absolutely. 2,000 years later, we're still talking about the guy, and we're still fighting over this guy, and nobody can figure out how to. I mean, he was here's the thing, man. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't want to trip anyone up.
Again, with the completely honest, I dropped that line. You don't have to say that.
All right. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Right.
But anyone out there who's trying to figure out what Jesus Christ said, you're an idiot. Trying to figure it out.
I wouldn't call him an idiot. I wouldn't call him an idiot.
The guy was very, very, very descriptive about what he wanted. Very literal.
Yeah,
and we're trying to
romanticize you're right.
These stupid words. It's like, guys, listen. If he said hell, what did hell mean when he said it? It's very easy.
I don't like thinking about hell, David. Really,
because hell doesn't exist.
Okay, let's move on.
Sorry.
By the way, what seminary were you in?
I wasn't in a seminary.
Oh, okay. Let's move. Here we go.
If you're asking what so I went to CCD. It was Our Lady of Mercy in Otapan, New Jersey. Wookop Lake, New Jersey. The same church that Bill Maher also went to. The same church that when he did that documentary on God, that was the church that he did the documentary on.
What we call it? Ridiculosity or something?
Yeah, something like that. It was
okay, let's continue on. Because I don't know I don't want to tell people what to believe. I mean, I'm supposed to be missionary. No, I'm just some dude with my beliefs. And I like the Jesus going around having a good time and being warm and loving. But the reality is, too, that the moneylenders found out that Jesus was no punk. But it's perfect. So I don't want people kind of wreck my vision of him. You know what I mean?
You know what the moneylenders were doing in the temple?
I just assumed they were making money off lending money.
They used to do sacrificial offerings, right?
But wasn't that with animals or something?
Yes. So you were supposed to offer up. You were supposed to offer up your most prized animal, right, to God. They would basically sacrifice the animal. Then they were taking the animal, barbecuing it, and they were selling the meat behind the temple. They had a place where all the blood drew out.
Wow.
And Jesus Christ was like, "What are you guys doing here?" They were selling trinkets. They were selling everything. And Jesus Christ said, "This is ridiculous." And he made a whip, and he cracked it in front of the animals. The animals took off. He turned over the tables, and he basically, they ran after the animals because they cared more about the animals and their trinkets and everything. And it was supposed to be. Sorry.
What do you think about this comment? Sam Hill's a better streamer than Lil Mono, than Utah Andy Cruz. What do you think?
Andy Cruz is the guy that sounds like a chihuahua, correct? Right?
Yeah, it does. I hadn't heard that line before. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think you are. I want to be honest.
To be honest again, you're always being honest. You don't need to say that. Let's move on.
No, because like some
I'm not
people
proving it tonight. I'm sorry.
Majority of the time, I'm joking around, trying to make comedy.
I like
whatever.
to do that too. Yeah.
That guy sounds like a fucking chihuahua, and he's on. I can't listen to the guy.
I used to listen to him when he was nice. I woke up one day and he turned on me. He said I wrote too much. I write too much. I write a lot, but so what? No,
No,
I
Lydia,
think he was
Lydia.
taking money. There's a woman who gave Made Noodles $10,000, and I think she's giving money to people who don't like me. Would be my speculation.
Lydia, you're a detractor. When someone's telling you the
Is
truth,
Lydia
you tell them
here?
that it's a lie.
Is
Yes.
she here? I like
Yes.
Lydia.
Well, let me ask you a
Not
question.
long. She didn't. You didn't stay long, did you, Lydia? There's a camo curl. You brought her over. She seems nice, right?
Yeah, Camo Cowgirl's is very nice to me. So is
Jim
Lydia.
Jones loved black people. I think he liked all people. I think he was great in the beginning, and then he did he take drugs? He was so. It's like in a way he was a metaphorical hero, but an evil man because he was so good with his orator. He convinced people to unalive themselves. Think of that power just through words. So in the beginning, it was good, but Andy Cruz used to be good. So today we've actually talked about corruption. Is David Bullo corrupted? I don't know
Sam,
about David. I really
Sam,
don't know
he
David
also
that
he
well.
also he
People
also
warn me
butchered
about you, though.
he also butchered people in front of those people who drank the Kool-Aid. So it might have been like take a bullet
Yeah,
and
he was
drink.
a terrible, terrible guy
Yeah.
in the end. But he started out good. That's my point, David. What's going to happen to you, David Bullo? Or
I'm probably
me?
gonna die of a heart attack,
I'm going
hopefully.
to be a politician. What's happening to me? Really?
I hope you do. I hope you win, and I hope you
Oh, I'm
you're
guaranteed because it's small. I'm with the insiders. They
oh,
guaranteed. I said, but I'm trying to be self-depreciating because really, like, I don't like my campaign manager, I know that sounds pretentious, but he calls himself that. He presented a list of phone numbers of influential people to call for their support or money. And I said, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I kind of want to be appointed. It's funny, but and then should I quit right away? I don't know. So they do tell me, and I can make a good first impression. Like David likes me now. Give him a year, right? He'll be railing against me. He'll be calling me a
why
communist
do you think that?
because that's the usual pattern. Unfortunately, most people turn on other people here. You haven't noticed?
Do you think it's because of
Maybe you're
something you
different.
do?
Maybe you're different. But then I saw what you did to Seasons, and that was pretty rough.
What? Okay, so again, what did I do to Seasons?
You said she's a liar.
No, I did not say that about her. I said
You
that
said she was trolling everybody. You
I
said they
well,
never met. Come
Seasons
on,
is a troll.
David. I hate when you do
Seasons,
this. You
wait,
know
wait,
what
wait,
you
wait,
did.
wait, 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 Sam. Seasons is a troll. She does troll people. All right,
Did
just
she
like
want people to know
Lydia,
that?
just like
Did
everyone
she want
here.
people to know that? Did you ask her?
Sam,
Did you? Yes or
Sam,
no?
do
You
you want
didn't
to know the
even
truth?
ask her.
Do you want
Come
to know the truth?
on.
Do you want to know the truth?
You're mad at her because she likes Poon.
I'm not mad at her because she likes Poon. I want her to find love.
Okay, what's the truth?
I promote it. The truth is that there's a bunch of people here that buddy troll. There's a bunch of people
Yeah,
here
that's true.
that create chaos. There's a bunch of people here that create story narratives or lines or whatever. And there was a group of people. They were called the buddies. Somebody told me that they were the head of the buddies or whatever, and I'm not that. I don't do that.
Yeah, you
So
might turn out to be a really good guy, David. I just don't know yet. You don't blame me, right?
for being cautious about talking to people or thinking that no,
Or
everybody.
thinking you're a good guy.
Well, okay, a good guy. Let me ask you a question. What do you think a good guy is? I mean, when people say that they're
So
good,
I'll have an answer for that. People who want to do more for the world, and the bad guys are the ones who want the world to suffer.
well, I don't want anyone suffering.
Then you
Again,
tend to be a good guy, but I don't know. You did basically say this woman who said she loves you is a liar.
there were things that happened that I don't necessarily talk about, but I say them because I know that certain people are listening and that they know that I know. I love that. I love being able to
Yeah,
say, hey, you know what? I know
yeah,
this, and it's a very big.
yeah.
It creates. I have power when I do this, right? Very
Power,
powerful. Yeah,
power.
it's very powerful when I do this,
Oh,
and them knowing
interesting.
that I know, right, creates a a barrier. And if you want to attack me, you can go right ahead. And all I gotta say are two words, and you will disappear. It's
What?
like garlic to a
What?
vampire.
What are the two words?
Well, for instance, Poon, I'll say 30 miles, only 30 miles away. He knows exactly what that is. He'll
The
shut right the fuck
Seasons
up.
lives 30 miles away.
Nope.
Somebody lives 30 miles away, right?
I'm just saying 30 miles. For some strange
30
reason,
miles from Poon,
I would just say 30 miles.
30 miles from Poon.
I don't know. Ask Poon. Let's see what happens when you mention 30
Hey,
miles.
why don't you just say it? I hate when it's like you toss it out there. It's not fair. Don't toss it out. If you toss it out, who is it?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does matter. Then don't talk about it then. It's not a good thing to do. You'll probably say in the future that's what you do. You say, "Oh, should I do this?" No, and then you give out the information on another stream. I saw you do that before.
Seasons.
Well, who is it?
Season. Here, seasons. Listen. All right. Did you or did you not put my information or one of your friends put my information, all right, on a Craigslist ad? And if you're going to say no, then I'm not going to have this conversation. Again, I don't even know if that's again, whatever. Seasons, did you not tell Mark that we had broken up and you didn't tell me? Seasons. Okay. So Seasons, you're a troll. You trolled me, Seasons, with that. All right. Relax. That's it. I never did that to you. I never did that to you. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Am I mad at you? No. Do I do I want you to go to jail? No, I don't want anything like that.
Okay, what did she do bad that she trolled? Is that what you're saying?
How about this? I don't feel
I'm
comfortable.
just trying to understand it. Oh, you've
I don't
talked
feel
about it for
comfortable.
weeks. Just clear the air, dude.
I don't feel
Stop.
comfortable talking about that.
Again, with
Yeah.
who said that YouTube is not always comfortable? Just like you need that little bit of angst.
So
So,
you want me to tell you what you want me to spill the beans, right?
of course, why not?
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's save it for another night. How about that?
Who said there's going to be another night?
I did.
You're so pushy.
Well, I mean, that's you told me to be pushy. You said be more of a man.
Or do you have other people to talk to? I mean, why are you like,
Yes, I have plenty of people.
and why me?
Because
The truth is, all my life, David,
yeah.
I do look exceptionally. I'm in the association of good-looking people. I mean, I joke about it, but exceptionally good-looking. We know who we are. We kind
Mhm.
of give looks at each other, right? But I said, well, now that I'm on here, I don't show myself, and yet some people still seem to be attracted. Like Little Rebus, it was very awkward. He said he loved me. He loved me on air. This
Why?
little
Let me
Knoxville
ask you a
character says he
question. Let me ask
loves
you a
me. I
question.
don't want that.
Why did you settle? If you're such a good-looking guy, which I don't
Yeah.
disagree that you are,
Well, open up the possibility. You don't have to believe, okay?
but why did you settle for a woman with such a flat rear end?
I respect that question.
Because you
The
brought this
obvious
up, and
answer
this blew
is
my mind.
that
Yeah.
that she's beautiful. Is she perfect? No. But I've been getting gray hair. She's people look at her, right?
Okay, so
Because
who do you
she
think's
was in
more?
a beauty I said she was in a beauty contest and people just twisted it. She was over 18. She didn't win Miss Universe, but she was good enough to represent her barangay or province. She's a beautiful woman.
Mhm.
The real question is, how did I end up with her?
Okay. Well, who do you think's more attractive, you or your wife?
My wife.
Okay.
But I used to be a 10 when I was 16, 17, 20, 25, 30 might have gone downhill like an athlete. But I'm still not right. You don't have to see, you don't know what that's about. People, yeah, it's better to be like an 8. People, you don't know. I was stared at, and people expect more from me. So I said, okay, well, I wasn't going to show myself anyway. But I thought one thing is, some people love me. I don't just because then it turns to hate.
Seasons, call me. Call me,
Yeah,
Seasons. Seasons, call me. I'll put an end to this, Seasons. I don't want Seasons. Seasons, I do not want you getting hurt by this buffoon. Okay?
I have
That's
some
it.
authority on this. Seasons. The first time ever on air, Poon Handler came up on Shaw. I've known him many years. We've done shows. He tells us he's bipolar. Take him at his word. So after years and years, he doesn't take the pill for bipolar because we're talking psychology. It makes her affect the way we were emotional. It flattens it. So a lot of people don't take those drugs because they like the feeling of mania or whatever. So I watched him. He tortured this woman. I told David another time, and he had this wonderful because he gets good women because they buy the caboose. They buy the outer, right? And he's tall and he can bully and he knows how to charm. But when you get to the real, he knows how to hurt. And you got to look at all the women he's been with. He said to Casey, he's done indefensible things.
Sam,
Julie,
I
he's
believe.
not. David is probably right, and I know it hurts. And I don't know if I like David or not, but on Poon, I think he's been right.
Seasons, this is what's going to happen. This is gonna be my problem in the future, and I want to make sure that it's not. Seasons, I'm telling you right now, when this guy hurts you, you were going to come to me. You were going to come to me. Seasons, I'm telling you right now, I do not want this problem for you. Poon, do not give her this problem. It's not going to become my problem. And I'm telling you both, do not let this become my problem. I don't want it. You try to get me involved in the beginning. It's
You
not
got
going to
involved,
happen.
David. Stop. You've been talking about this. You went on air, and now your deal is, oh, he doesn't want it. Your deal is that you said he's cheated on Seasons. No one forced you to say that. I think you're trying to help her. I think you're warning her, and you know the sooner the better. But you are part of this, so stop.
Sexualized reptile, I do not. I will not. I refuse. And here's the problem. My problem is that like if I see someone on the ground hurt, I want to pick them up. I want to make sure that
that's a good thing. Okay.
Yeah,
that's a good thing. Okay, David, you are involved. You're warning her quite clearly, and you've given proof. Your proof is, I know he's done that before, David. So I believe you. You say that some woman came to you and said that he's writing and not, he's done that before. So, but it's up to Seasons. Sometimes she don't see directly. I don't know. You care about her. I hope. So if you care about someone, that's people accuse me of telling May that the gorilla is a terrible person. Don't be with her. She didn't listen. I got blamed, and he ended up putting a bruise on her.
All right, that's not going to be me. That's not going to be me. And here's the thing. I didn't do it
to be mean, but some things are so predictable, Seasons. And if the guy hasn't met you, that's a huge lie. That's a huge lie. And David says that you haven't met. So, like, he's calling you a liar.
Right? If you want me to to acknowledge you, sexualized reptile, you make a good comment. I don't want to hear these bullshit comments. Or read these bullshit comments.
You are I agree with this. You are part of this because you brought it up. You might want to stop this. So you say, okay, I was part of it. No mas, no mas. But I think you started talking and why not try? You like this person. You look, David. I've done this before. I warned May about the man who ended up leaving a bruise on her. I didn't do it to be mean. It's just some things are obvious, and this man don't want you hurt. I don't know you that well, but most good people don't want you hurt. This man hurts women. His record is not good. I don't know. David, I think, loves you a little bit, not enough. But he probably loves you enough to warn you, right, David?
Because I know it's going to be my problem. I know it is.
How's it?
I know it is. I want to move on. You want. Here's the thing. If she saw something happening, right? I think she would reach out to me, but hey,
Right.
whatever. I'm telling you right now, and I'm trying to do it from a distance because I know you have this supposed romantic whatever is going on. Do your thing, but I don't want you getting hurt. I don't know how else to do this.
Talking about
Okay?
seasons, this man has said, and I believe you, that Poon is playing around on you seasons, and you're going to get hurt. Better to hear it here than it get worse and worse. See, I defended you, David, because I believe you. So let me defend you again, and then I got to go. Thank you for coming. How were we?
I think we're great. I think you
really?
Nailed it.
I can never tell. So let me finish with this. We only know this sexualized reptile. So the best thing about him is the name, because it's kind of interesting name. It's because he still can't keep his nose out of other people's affairs. So they say this about me. Some of the people, streamers, people come on, they want this to play with a background of people in chat and people watching, or they involve us in their dance. Because I only know this from what they tell us. So you're wrong. They want this, or they wouldn't bring it up. Don't you get it, dummy? They like it. And if they don't like it, we don't know about it. So you're wrong. David only knows about it through maybe she's telling him. So don't go after David, or don't fucking watch. You want a script? I don't do it. This is real, and these are real people, and this guy knew, and I think he cares about seasons.
Here's the thing, all right?
How is that?
Wouldn't have known about seasons or Poon if it wasn't for Poon Handler's girlfriend telling me. Yeah. Then I had to hear from Seasons. Then I had to hear from Poon, and now Poon has gone on this like rant about me, about how I'm jealous, all this crap. Guys, I don't want to be involved in it. Just stop talking about it. Leave me alone. That's it. I'll ignore this shit. Fine. You want to know something? I don't care. How about that? I don't care that this guy.
Why did you do the streams on it? Why did you do the streams on it if you don't care?
It was my mistake. I should have just been like, you know what? Fuck you, loser.
Okay, we'll see. Go ahead. I don't know if you're censoring yourself. You get interested in what you're interested. If you don't want to talk about it, you don't. But I don't know why you have to put an end to it. I think you'll keep talking.
I should have talked about this Michael Nelson guy with this transgender person. That's what I should have done.
Okay, thanks for coming up, David. I got it.
All right, take care. Yeah, great show.
Okay. Do you want to end it on? Let me give you 5. Oh, he left. I was going to give him 5 minutes. Because why would he want to end it on that little ridiculous comment? And he left. I've been warned about him, but people have warned other people about me completely untrue. So I talked to David initially, a month ago, whatever, about people going at him for a Japan remark. So instead of taking a simple answer, I listened to David. If true, David said he has a philosophy where anything is jokeable, which means he goes too far and gets in trouble. So I think he said, did he regret when he talked about Japan and other stuff? I don't know. But the main basis is it was truly just words, and he didn't mean it. Why? Don't convict the guy. So I gave him a chance. He said, and I don't agree with him, He makes jokes about P words. What I'm saying is, if you accuse a guy or me or you got to have proof. So I've talked to him 3 or 4 times. Never proof or anything that made me say, this guy goes beyond bad taste in words. He's a good conversationalist. I hope we were good. And he's smart, but I'm very critical and I can make him smarter. This is a stupid remark. Baiting with buldo. This person says Japanese girls look. No, it's just our taste, dude. It's just what we like. I always had a preference for black women. Latino women are beautiful. White women, you get the idea. I like a lot of the taste, more taste. And I've had many tastes. So when somebody like Andy Cruz smears me, it's a lie. I like different cultures, and so the 10 to me would be Scandinavian. I actually look more Danish than I do Irish, and I maybe didn't the Vikings get in there? My wife is beautiful. She being a 10 of a 10 is like perfection. But honestly, yeah, I like a woman with curve. But sometimes my wife will be sleeping, and because I have insomnia, I wake up and I look over and wow, I'm sleeping with a beautiful woman. And yeah, she sleeps on her butt or back. But I just appreciate the beautiful she is. I got like I got things maybe not perfect. Let me think. I don't know, but I do. I'm getting gray hair. Maybe that's it. No, I'm okay. Let me finish. Thank you. Some people have come over from David Bullo, and people have an opportunity. If you're entertained by me, sub. You don't have to like me to sub. A lot of people don't like me who sub. That's okay. That's old Howard Stern show because I'm interesting. But here's the truth that I like to think I'm proud of. I don't dox. I don't even strike. What else? What else? I don't porn bomb. Never porn bombed anybody. What else? Oh, I don't like to bring up kids, except if it's a good comment, like, oh, you have wonderful kids. I don't accuse people of being a P word. I did call people a couple times sexual, what do you call it? Sexual perverts, right? There's this guy, David Folds. And I used to like the guy. And then he hated May Noodles. But I would see this guy. I liked him. I gave him a wrench, blah, blah, blah. But all of a sudden, and he's all over the place. David Folds. Just be aware of my view. He's always putting me down now. All of a sudden, he's horrible to May Noodles. And I said, what's going on here? And I asked May, and May said this guy, according to her, got sex passed with him, talked about telling her to take down her panties, gross, because she took it gross. She said, stop. Guess what? May Noodles rejected this guy. There's so much rejecting. So when you see people mad at me, there's other sides of the story. Most of them are banned. Charlotte became a hater, and it wrecked her. And other people, Becky is not neutral. Becky makes like she's neutral. Her favorite person is a stalker, in my view, Little Rebus. So Becky approves of a stalker. You don't believe me? Don't believe me entirely. Go check out Nicole. I call him a stalker, in my view. I got to protect myself a little bit, in my view. These people who attack me are usually people I banned. And sometimes it gets to me. So I say, I'm done. Why am I giving, they keep talking about me, which I kind of understand, but I didn't get to finish. I was going to finish the sentence completion and then give him an intake. Like when you go for therapy sometimes, they have you fill out, or you observe appearance, self-esteem, ego strength, affect, mood, speech pattern, intelligence, behavioral observations, diagnostic impressions, etc., etc. And I started to take David. You start with a physical history, starting with birth. In other words, let's say that David said his mother had problems in pregnancy. Well, that might lead possibly to look at his reading problems, dyslexia, as physiologically based. Because sometimes during pregnancy, if there's a trauma, there can be some brain damage. My first wife went through a windshield and she's pregnant. First wife. And she was fine. Praise Jesus. She fine. But the doctor said, you appear fine, but there'll be some result, consequence of your child. And when my first child was born, and something about his teeth, and the dentist said, yeah, it's something during pregnancy. So I need to go. Why am I here? Some of you are leaving. You're smart. Thank you. Sexualized reptile. Because you were mentioned. So let me see if I can end on your comments. Not for adults. Not for kids. We're over 18. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean, so I don't want to put you up there. If I had more time, you explained it. Because people can not like us. People can go after David. I do. People go, we just ask. That is based on proof. So I've seen no proof that David did anything criminal. And I heard stuff. I confronted him. And I think the trouble is that he says things that I don't know where like he said he thinks every woman can use a whack. I don't know. So it's hard to deal with David that way, but I'm not going to, he's nice. Who knows if he'll turn on me, but I shouldn't be so cynical. Okay. Sexualized reptile. I don't think you can laugh at certain things, but David has a different philosophy. If he doesn't act on it, see, I think he tells us that he baits. So he says things regarding a subject that you bring up. And I think that's a fair comment. I can't laugh at that, but we know some people do. So we can criticize. I don't think he should talk. I don't think there's anything. Oh, that might be my wife. I got to go. Thanks for showing up. Thank you, David. Maybe we'll talk again. Blessings.